Hello and welcome to the Free Cheese episode 245. I'm your Joe Dix, joined by Matt Sellner.
Hello.
Marc Augustiniak.
Hey.
Ben Barris.
What's good?
The Free Cheese, the weekly video game podcast about video games brought to you once a week by thefreecheese.com. 4 for 4. 2 weeks in a row. It's 2 for 2, 4 for 4. That's hot math. We're all here. 2 weeks in a row.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't count.
Count to 2. What?
Hey, I'm here for the full episode, too. Yeah. Walking Dead, it's done for the season.
What about Fear the Walking Dead?
Hey, no, watch that shit.
No one does. That's
No,
the
man.
correct answer.
No, man.
Great
But
job.
Morgan's coming back.
Oh, I saw the episode when he gets in there, and it's like, oh, he's just as annoying as he was on the normal Walking Dead show.
Got
but
it.
Morgan in the comics is much different than Morgan on the show.
Morgan's Rick's neighbor from the very beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he
With
like helps him
Dwayne,
out,
who's his little boy.
and Rick's like, yo,
Got it.
I'll hit you up.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got
5
it.
seasons later.
Yeah. No, Morgan in The Walking Dead, the show, he's like one of those characters that has this, like, I guess, mental illness or something, but they just keep repeating it over and over in the show.
Okay.
And you're like, I got it, dude. Okay. We
Yeah,
get it. He's
oh.
insane. Got it. Okay.
I think he has real like PTSD or something.
Yeah, either that or he's like starts seeing hallucinations, and then it's like, all right, dude, we get it.
Right, because didn't his wife die? I don't. Yeah.
His son. Spoilers for like the first few issues of The Walking Dead. Like his son turns into a zombie,
Right at the
and he
beginning.
can't come to the grips of killing him, so Rick has to kill him or something.
Oh, yeah.
In
I
like
don't
the very first episode, he had to kill his
Yeah.
wife. That was a good pilot.
Yeah.
Speaking of pilots, how's the Capitol season going?
We're trucking.
Yeah.
We're back in it after a very grim 0-2 start to the
Yeah,
best
it's
of 7
almost over.
series. We're now back up 3-2. Now was
Ooh.
in attendance for one of those
Ooh.
games.
Very nice. They win
Yes, thank God. Oh my God.
They
Watching
play
it.
today. They play,
Yes, game 6.
and if they win,
They're on to the next round.
if they lose, there's one more game.
Correct. And that will be on Wednesday, I believe.
Hot math. See, this is an episode filled with hot math.
Hockey.
That's what we do.
Sorry to say your Flyers were eliminated about 2 hours ago, though. Wish it would be yesterday.
I only root for the Flyers to make you mad now.
Oh, well.
You know, like when I was a boy, it was between but then now it's just like, will it make Matt mad? Go Flyers.
All right. Well, they're out, so
Yeah.
you can go fuck off now.
Go Flyers. 2018. 2018. Mark, how are you?
I feel kind of productive.
Yeah? How's it?
My hand hurts though.
Oh, I bet we'll hear all about that
Yeah.
soon.
Well, actually, it was from putting a bookshelf together.
Oh, nice.
Screwdriver
IKEA
manually.
style.
Also productive. Yeah.
Really pressing in on it
Ugh.
because Target furniture sucks.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
any of that stuff.
Like the holes are like kind of pre-drilled, but not.
But
so
not.
you still have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
How's D&D you started?
Yeah, because it was like everybody's like first time with it. It was like more like a practice thing.
Yeah.
So it's like a fake scenario, fake characters. But I was some like dwarf named Tachyon.
Sounds tacky.
Yeah.
Tachyon Park.
that fucking face Ben's making right now.
Somebody has to do it.
Yeah.
Who watches The Watchmen? You know.
Oh, man.
Ha!
We
Bazinga!
Ooh.
God, there's just a lot of energy at this table. I don't know what
It's
to do with it.
Too much. Yeah. That broke everything. I don't have
Yeah.
no more.
It was a pretty crafty weekend.
Mm.
Yeah.
I have a story to share.
Yeah.
So I get a picture Friday night, Thursday, I don't know, one of the nights from Katie, and it's a theater that she wanted to take a picture of, and she said, "Isn't this a cool picture?" And I said, "Yes." And it's this famous theater in Detroit because she was there for work. But if you look at it, it's like completely cropped off. Like it's the sides are cut off, and you're like, I didn't ask, but she supplied the information. She's like, I had to crop it. And I was like, well, why did you have to crop it? Because she wanted to post it. And she didn't want to post what it really had on there. Normally, when you think of like an old famous theater, you know, you imagine it's got the big marquee and all that kind of stuff.
Bismarcky.
Right, exactly. This one, I did not realize how many pictures. All right, here we go. So I'll show you. Right, it's kind of cropped on the side. Still cool.
Fox.
So she was like, yeah, the Fox Theater, some famous Detroit theater. She goes, but I had to crop it because I didn't want to post it with what they were playing that night. And I was like, why? What could it be? Like fucking Despicable Me 3 or something. And it was actually Tim Allen live at the Fox Theater. But it's not like listed on a marquee like you'd normally have, big black letters on a big white marquee. Mm-hmm. It's just a poster of Tim Allen's face that says the 26th annual comedy night, Tim Allen, tonight, sold out. Right? So it gets better because she wanted to go there, but she didn't want to pay for parking to get there. So she called a Lyft, had the Lyft driver take her in to go do it. But she didn't want to admit to the Lyft driver because Lyft driver's like, oh, busy night on the town. She didn't want to admit to the Lyft driver that she was getting a Lyft just to save money on parking so she could take a picture of the front of the theater and then get another Lyft back. So she said,
damn.
Yeah, I'm going to see Tim Allen. And then had a whole conversation with this fucking driver about her being a big Tim Allen fan.
Wow.
She called me to tell me that story and I was pissing myself
That's good,
off.
man.
That's what happens when you travel,
Tim Allen.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Sure. Tim Dick is his real name.
Is it
No
really?
relation. But yeah. Bang it.
Oh.
Is Alan his middle name?
I think it's Timothy Allen Dick. Yeah.
He should have just
Stuck
stuck
with
with
Tim
Tim Dick.
So Tad.
Tim the Toolman Dick.
Doing pretty good. Speaking of Toolmans, Mr. Toolman over there,
Oh yeah, just screwdriver.
you
Carpenter over here.
you put together some cardboard this week, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot of cardboard.
Tell us about Nintendo Labo as our resident expert.
Okay, that's why your hand
Hey,
hurts.
yeah.
I got it.
No,
I'm
I mean
smart.
he really.
No, the
put
screwdriver
together a
really
thing.
did hurt my palm.
Damn.
But no, like the cardboard itself was fine. I don't know where to begin. So I wanted to go straight build the piano, and I think it's the biggest project out of all of them.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mostly because of the keys, I think. It was like 10 sheets, but or something like that. But it pops out pretty easy. So like that was good. I wasn't worried about like tearing anything. The instructions on the cartridge or whatever, very very nice, very well put together. Like you can like pause it. Like you have to hold the button to like move it forward, but you can let go to pause it, and you can use the joysticks to like look around the models, the 3D models of everything.
Yeah. So you unbox it.
Yeah.
You got a stack of like 70 sheets of cardboard.
Dude, the box was like this, like as wider than my shoulders. Like
Heavy as shit too, I assume.
not that heavy. No, it was probably about like 3 pounds or something.
Heavier than I'd expect for a video game, but yeah. And then you open it up, cartridge in the thing, you pop it in, and when you put the cartridge in, that's when you're actually. Those are your instructions on screen on your Switch.
Like you can go to pick what you're building.
Yeah, because you got the
it'll
variety.
give you an introduction, like, hey, let's do this tutorial thing first.
Yeah.
You just put together like this little holder for your Joy-Con, and it's like, all right, yeah, you did it. Now you can do whatever you want to build, and then went to the piano one right away. And I had to like split that into 2 days because D&D happened that Friday night, so I only spent an hour on it and got like maybe 2 parts done. These are divided into like 6 sections for building this thing, and I was still on the first one. And then later that night, I went a little more building into it till like maybe 2 or 3 a.m. And I was like, I'm just gonna go to sleep. And then when I woke up, I finished everything. I was kind of getting impatient, so like, because there's parts where it's like, oh, to put the keys together, I kept repeating the same instructions. But I was like, I already know what to do. So I started like putting it together. I was like, all right, I'll fast forward this part a little bit, and then I'll just keep going.
Yeah.
And I finally got it all together. And it's like, I had one of those moments where it's like, it's not bad, but it's like, when you see food, like for like fast food on like TV or like pictures, it looks amazing and like perfect. And then when you get it, it's like, it's not as...
Every
That
time.
bread's a little smashed.
Every fucking time.
Yeah. So like the way, so the piano was like, the way you fold it, there's only one way to fold it, but like it still looks crooked for some reason. Not everything's in place. Yeah. It's not as firm as it looks in the picture. Yeah. It's like, okay, I guess this is it.
How's the functionality of it though? Like it plays?
Yeah, it's very responsive. It's amazing how those little reflective stickers
actually
work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm amazed by it. I hooked up to my amp for a little bit, just to get better sound out of it. And that's the video I sent to you and I put on
Oh,
Instagram.
that was okay. I was wondering why the sound sounded so good.
Yeah, so I had to go in through an amp, and like it's cool because one of the effects is you can make the Joy-Con vibrate different notes.
Yeah,
And I was like, that's HD Rumble
it's
right there. That's how you do it.
Because it's like in the video you sent, it sounds like a trumpet almost, like the way it's kind of like
Yeah, it just sounds somebody like humming it, like with a low voice.
Yeah,
So that's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, like there's a lot of effects. So they have like the basic piano version with like it looks more like colorful and like cartoony with like little like there's like little dudes that pop up whenever whichever note you hit and they like sing that sound.
Oh, wah 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 wah.
Yeah, so there's like a cat one, there's like a person, and there's like some older like old dude like grandpa one, or you just take it all
grandpa.
out. If you take it out, it's just like a basic piano. But if you go to the more like studio side of it, then you can flip between octaves.
Oh, nice.
Because you only have like 13 keys or
Right,
something
right.
like that. So you can record, you can loop it, and you can add layers, about 8 layers on top of it.
So you can just make music with this thing for real.
Yeah, and you can with the Joy-Con you can set the metronome. So you're kind of like a composer, like a conductor.
That's really cool.
You get to set
That's
that.
dope.
So like you'll set it, and it'll show you what the BPM is, and then you can put it down, and then when you go to record, it will keep that timing.
Cool.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty neat.
cool, man.
So I haven't messed with it enough to like actually record something and like play with it, but I
Yeah.
want to try that and like add
Yeah,
guitar
that'd
to
be
it
neat.
and all this stuff. So that'd be pretty neat. But that was a long project.
How do you feel like? Who is this for?
I feel like I know it's more like targeted towards like children, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I kind of see it the way Legos are, where it's like it might be intended for children, but I think if you just have like a creative hobbyist background, this will definitely kill that time, and it's like pretty relaxing. Especially if you're like in like artistic, like just arts and crafts. If anybody's into that, I feel like they'll have fun with this. I don't think just because it's targeted for those kids, you shouldn't feel weird if you're out of that age range for what it's required for to like to play with this. Especially if something with like the piano, like you can do so much with it if you're creative enough.
Yeah, it's past just the game part of it. Because there's other ones like there's the. Did you do the RC car?
Not yet.
That one seemed like the easy. I mean, that was like the 10-minute build or something.
I think the one I might do next is the fishing rod.
that one looks cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They seem pretty approachable and
Yeah, like I said, the instructions are they're very clear. They have words at the top, but I never read it. I just followed the animations of folding everything.
the words are cute. I was watching the Giant Bomb stream of them putting everything together, and the words are cute. The music for all that stuff's really good. And yeah, like being able to like flip it around fully and see like, wait, what am I supposed to do here? What side is this?
Yeah, the coolest part was that somebody on Twitter pointed out too that if you zoom in enough on the Joy-Con, they modeled the motherboard inside of it.
What the fuck?
So in case you try to like do like that X-ray view when
Yeah,
it
yeah.
like clips through, you can see the inside of the Joy-Con.
That's so funny.
Man, that's cool.
They took the time to model that.
That's really wild.
Yeah.
Which team worked on this? Do you know?
I have no idea.
It was
The Labo team.
yeah, but I for some reason I feel like I read that it was the same team that worked on.
It was retro. They moved on from Donkey Kong.
I thought it was the same team that worked on. The hell was that? 1-2 Switch.
That's
Oh.
possible.
I might be wrong about that. I'm gonna
Like Nintendo R&D, maybe.
I'm gonna bing it. I'm gonna see.
But I think like I think it's a perfect gift for like if you have like a 12-year-old like niece or nephew or something within that age range where like maybe they feel they're too old for Legos for some reason, but like they still want to be crafty with stuff. It's like, but I don't know. Like Nintendo has a weird fine balance. It's like they were started with like making toys and stuff, right? Like
Yeah.
Hanafuda cards and then a couple toys, and they got into video games. This is kind of like a neat combination of both. So I don't know. It's like if it doesn't feel that out of the ordinary, if you're familiar with Nintendo, but
It is the same team that did 1-2
1-2
Switch.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Was just
That makes
internal
sense.
Nintendo, whatever.
So there's like 2 different box sets, right?
Yeah, there's-
What's the difference between the two? I know
So-
we probably went over this when we first announced it, but I forgot.
Toy-Con 1 is like the variety pack. It's like you have a house that you can make. You have a fishing rod. You have the RC cars. You have the piano, and I think there's 1 or 2 more.
Motorbike.
The motorbike, yeah. And I want to say there's another one, but just can't think of it right now.
So you said that's the one, the piano. So that's the one you have.
Yeah.
Okay.
RC cars, fishing rod, piano, motorbike, and house.
Okay, so it is all this. Okay.
And then there's like another one where like you can pretty much wear the thing like a
Yeah,
like a bodysuit.
Toy-Con 2 is like the mech. So
Yeah,
like you
the
make
robot.
you make like this
That's
backpack
right, okay.
with like these pull strings, and you have like these gauntlets and little holders for your feet
wild.
and like a visor, and you're just this robot in the game, just destroying buildings and fighting stuff.
It's the
And that's
vitality
cool.
sensor on crack.
That one's seemingly built out of that old
That's cool.
Project Robot
That's the one I want to get next.
Star Fox thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that looks cool, really cool.
That is an intense fucking build. The way that Giant Bomb did their stream was on one side of the room, Brad was putting together the piano, and on the other side, Jeff was putting together the robot. And Brad's like near done the piano, and Jeff's on like step 3 of 8, and it's fucking that thing.
Because the
Yeah.
backpack itself is probably the most intricate thing.
Yeah, because you got to put together all the weights to
Mhm.
like but it looks cool as shit to do.
Yeah, I mean, like altogether, it's like $70, I think, for each one.
70 for the one for the variety kit, 80 for the robot.
That makes sense. And like, I know that can be like a little scary to some people, or like wary,
mean,
where they're like, "Oh,
dude,
I'm paying like for all this cardboard." And like, you're not really. You're more paying for the software, because like
I think it's the software plus the fact that the cardboard was manufactured to be punched out and everything. But honestly,
But you can also just reprint the cardboard for free.
right. They've got those designs you can print out.
Yeah.
The Lego stuff though is not any cheaper. You know, like if
No.
you're looking for a Lego set that's
Oh yeah, like
$80
halfway.
like $80 Lego set, you're only getting probably like 1,000 pieces, and that's to make like a tiny car.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I'm looking now. Like
stupid expensive.
I went on Bing shopping, and the $47.99 gets you one Y-wing starfighter kit.
Jeez.
Like, you know,
And that's all you can do. I mean, yeah, you can
That's
build other things out of it.
yeah, you could break the Legos and build a shoe out of it, and throw the shoe at your neighbor, and have them call the police, and you say, "I didn't fucking do that." But or you just spend $30 more, get yourself a robot for you to wear. You become the robot.
Yeah, like it all seems like a little gimmicky, and I guess that's the part where it's like if you just give this to a kid and they build it and they have some fun with it, that can kill some time for them. But like, they all have deeper levels to them, to where you can do more with it, and more like on like a programming side, like the RC car stuff, for example. Like, you can go into like a debug menu for what it looks like of some kind, and you can just make up your own like programming of what it does.
I'm sure by the time this afternoon, maybe there's probably already videos of people who've already done weirder shit than what's in the box.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of musicians do stuff with the piano,
I can see that.
so that's pretty impressive.
And all the software like for these things you're making is on that one cartridge, right? No
Yep.
other games as of yet are taking advantage of
Yeah, all of
that
it is
other
on
stuff.
that cartridge, and you can't, like, once you boot up the program, there's no touchscreen interaction. So like
Oh, it's all through the Joy-Con.
it's all through the Joy-Cons. Like, you need those in order for it to work, and it has to be like detached from the tablet, because the one has to be like wireless from it.
So you're getting the sense this is more supposed to be a docked experience.
Well, it's docked until you start doing shit. Like the RC car, it's a docked experience as you put
Oh,
it
that's right. You
together.
put the thing inside of it. That's
Then
right.
you put an antenna on it, and you use that with touchscreen controls to drive the RC car.
Yeah.
How do you feel this changes Nintendo's future? Is a big word, but like, when we walked into the Switch era, we assumed a lot of things about the Switch, and I don't think this was one of them.
No, I don't think anybody expected
Right?
this.
I mean, this was such a surprise. How do you feel now, having gone hands on with it? This is gonna change what they're doing next, or a potential market that they go down.
It's definitely unique. I haven't really seen anything quite like this.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's a lot of like plastic peripherals you can add to video games and whatever, like especially phones.
Yeah, this is just different. This
Yeah.
captures a different market. It's a different.
The software, I think, is more impressive than the hardware. So, I don't know what to call it. I mean, I mean, they're both cool. Like, they both go hand in hand. I think it's a good start. I'm interested to see what that could lead to, but I don't think I would want it to be the forefront. I think it's fine as like a side.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
as an option.
Yeah, because like I wouldn't want to play every video game now with some kind of cardboard peripheral.
No, of course not. But I mean, like,
Be oversaturated with just cardboard in my house. And
Straight up.
But as a new way for them to make revenue and for them to, I don't know, like this could be a cool.
Yeah, the only thing, I think it's good to own, but if anybody's trying to get rid of it, I feel like you're gonna have a hard time.
You gotta throw it away.
Yeah, it's like, what do you just trade in the cartridges at GameStop and they're like, oh sorry, we don't take the.
Yeah, no.
Huh.
I don't know. They took Wii Sports and flipped it for like $30.
That's
GameStop.
true.
So
Well, that's because you just need a Wii remote for that. You don't need.
Actually, I'm gonna find out right now if GameStop's selling used
Because
Labo
for a
cardboard.
while they stopped taking Guitar Hero and Rock Band stuff.
yeah.
Because there's no way to really test that stuff out all the time and whatever, and it's just have a bunch of plastic instruments in the back room, nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
So
Way too much space too.
Yeah.
Wow, their website's a piece of shit.
Well, GameStop.
Yeah, it
That means you
fucking
expect no less.
reloaded 3 times once it
Mm-mm.
opened up.
Congratulations, you're a winner.
Come on, give us it used. Give us this. Yeah. It's looking all new right now.
Yeah.
You try to see somebody trade it in already.
Yeah, or if they're selling it used at all. Nothing yet.
Just call. Someone call on air right now. Hey.
No, I don't even want to give them the fucking
Hey.
idea. I'm sure they've already.
I think it would be really
You all
neat.
take that used cardboard.
I saw a video of somebody had an iPad hooked up to the piano dock, and they were playing a rhythm game or something, and it somehow like they were hitting the notes right. Like they weren't using. Somehow it was hooked up to it and it was working. I don't know what they did, but
Bluetooth communication of some kind, but it seems like you would need to
probably.
really.
You
Get
would
in
need
there.
a Bluetooth IR sensor or something that can emit an IR sensor, and
It
then
could have been a like microphone pickup thing to teach you how to play piano to make sure you're hitting the right notes,
maybe.
and maybe it was just hearing the sound from.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I would like to see Animal Crossing have like not for the main game, but like a side thing that could use something like this.
Yeah,
The
dude,
house.
that's
Dude, use that house.
yeah.
Somehow.
You think this can start incorporating Nintendo IP, or is this its own IP?
I feel like if it does, it'd be again just like a side thing or whatever. Kind of like how with GameCube with like Game Boy Advance was always like the hey, hook up your Game Boy Advance to your GameCube and you can get these like neat little features in there. Like Animal Crossing, you'd go to that tropical island, and that was the only way to get those shirts and stuff. I think they could do something like that.
That makes sense. Cool. I'm excited to see what happens. You think we'll get another couple sets before Christmas, or you think this will be the one they just kind of push all year?
I could probably see one.
Because you think about like kids that are getting it now, as summer starts, this will be their summer thing. The cardboard gets dingy and whatever by the end of summer, and then back to school. You want to, like I don't know.
Yeah.
That seems like a
I think if they do some kind of like stringed instrument, that'd be interesting. Like a
wow.
ukulele or something.
That would be cool.
I can
Yeah.
see them in,
Rubber
like a
band strings.
spring, not spring. I'm sorry. So like a September direct, like one that is 4 games, but like just shoehorn in. Hey, these sets are coming before Black Friday or whatever.
I bet it gets its own thing. I feel like Labo. I mean, you saw the way they announced it. It was like a completely separate.
Dude, like the most recent trailer had Bill Nye.
Yeah, like
He's
this.
sick
This
for
seems
them.
like they're leaning into a different mark. I don't know. It's cool as shit though. Maybe E3. I don't know.
I don't know.
Seems soon.
I don't know.
How about a Labo Smash stage though?
I could see that.
Yeah.
E3 is June, right?
Yeah, dude. It's fucking coming up. It's like 5 weeks away or something dumb. 6
my
weeks, something,
God.
something like that. To 8, I don't know. A number of weeks. Did you get into any other video games this week, Mark?
I tried tapping into the Adventure Pals a little bit, but
Yeah?
not enough to like.
Oh, that's the game we talked about last week.
Yeah,
right?
I made like just some progress, but not enough. So, same old, same old. I hope it doesn't stay like this because I have a feeling it might be. But kind of getting tired already with the whole clear 5 stages and get the gem.
That's what I was worried about.
Yeah, we'll see.
It was like that, yeah.
I'm gonna see if it changes.
Ben?
So, do you guys ever go through like a phase when you just don't want to play like a certain game or a certain type of game?
Wait until you hear what I played this week. Go on.
So right now I'm going to like I don't want to do anything with like online games right now.
Okay.
Like I feel like the majority of last year I was mostly online games, and like I don't know, I'm down for single players,
Yeah.
RPGs. You know, just
Fallout.
Fallout. So I mean, I was like, I'm in a PS4 mood. I want to hook up my PS4. It's been in the box way too long. So I plugged in my PS4,
Mm-hmm.
downloaded, the 4-hour update,
Oh yeah, yeah, of course.
and then turned it on. I guess the update just wasn't installed properly. So 'cause it was weird. Like I turned the power button on,
Yeah.
and then it I heard the fan spin, and then it's like as if I just turned the power off, and it kept doing that a couple of times. I'm like,
That's-
did I just fucking break
That
my
is my PS4. Every update.
So then I turned it on the one time, and it
problems,
said
yeah.
I need to manually download and install the update. So I was sitting there.
Manually, put it on a thumb
They
drive.
put it on a thumb drive. Go to PlayStation4.com/update. No, I'm just made up that link, but
But yeah, that.
yeah,
whoa.
download it to a thumb drive. So I'm in the middle of doing all that. I was like, what if I just turn it off and turn it back on again? Which I did, and then it finally worked. I saw the PlayStation logo. I was like, all right,
Weird.
no doubt. I know Sony has the greatest track record of updates, so I wasn't surprised by that. So decided to play this game called NieR.
Oh damn.
He just said NieR though.
And
Dude, this fucking game. It's oh boy. It's all right.
oh
so
my god,
I'm not.
All right, where are we at?
I'm,
We
okay,
gotta,
let me tell you where I'm at.
because I want to repeat. I want to see where we're at. In a
No,
little
well, I'm not.
bit
I'm
here.
not too deep in the game
Okay.
because I'm that. That first world you go into and there's fucking trees everywhere. It kind of looks like The Last of Us.
mm.
And then I legit spent the majority of the time just going around beating up little robot dudes.
Yeah.
Killing meese,
Yeah.
killing hogs,
Yeah.
going fishing.
Yeah.
Yep. So every game with a fishing side
Sign me up.
detail in there.
Sign
Wait,
me
you went
up.
to the woods?
Huh?
You went to the woods?
Yeah, that's
Skip
the
the desert?
Oh, well, I got to the desert part, and
Okay.
then it was your little homeboy was like, yo, there's big machines there. I'm like, all right. So I turned around.
Oh, you can take them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not.
Oh, no doubt.
So did you go to? I guess.
Well,
I
the
think
last,
he went.
the last, I guess, major key location was the resistance camp.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Must
I
be like
talked
the
to
first thing
everybody.
you run
Yeah,
into
it's
once you
very-
hit the hub.
And then I did the one quest when you help the dude with his leg or some shit. You just go in the field and collect parts and give him the parts or some
Yeah.
shit.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
yeah,
he
okay.
becomes your shop guy.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Got it. All right. So you're early.
Yeah, I'm still
But-
early, but I've spent so much fucking. I don't know why I like exploring this town,
well, then,
city.
Yeah.
I look at buildings, but I wonder if I can go in that building.
I think you're gonna have a better time at it than
I don't know.
I don't know, because if you're okay with the exploration, I think that was the one part for me that after a while I was like, all right, I just need to get fucking going. But if you're yeah.
Do you remember my whole Fallout playthrough? It's
That's
me
what I'm
going
saying.
through every fucking corner of the map.
Yeah.
Just finding dumb shit, which is what I've been doing here. And I feel like every time, especially I load the game, I'll go back in and it's there's more shit to find.
Yeah.
It's how this is fucking.
Because there's more side
Yeah.
quests and there's more characters you'll meet. And
I didn't know it was that in depth. When I heard you guys talk about it, I thought it was just a more
Wait until you play Zelda.
linear. Yeah.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
Dude.
That'll be it. But when you get a Switch,
That'd be your game for 10
That's-
years. That's not.
that's it.
Jesus
No more
Christ.
Ben. You won't make it to the podcast because you'll be stuck playing that.
Or he'd be at the podcast, they will playing it.
Yeah.
True.
Give us live updates on where he's at on the map.
How do you like the music?
It's funny because actually I was playing it earlier today, and Faith was sitting next to me doing teacher stuff, and then she was like, "Wow, that song's really depressing, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's great."
Please put it on repeat.
She was like, "Why is it so depressing?" I'm like, "Well, it's a depressing game." And
Yeah.
then she's like, "Why is it depressing?" I'm like maybe an hour into the story. You're asking the wrong person. And story. Oh
Yeah.
my god, I don't know what. So I don't know.
It's a lot. It's a
like-
lot to take in.
Just
There-
keep playing. You
That
gotta keep
first-
playing.
No, I'm gonna keep playing.
Yeah.
Even the first 30 minutes, when you're up in the little moon base
Yeah.
thing, I was like, okay, first of all, dope.
Yep.
And then the part when you walk by another android, and then 2B does whatever the fuck the salute is. Like they all say
Oh,
to each
the-
other, like
the-
they put like the fist up,
Yeah,
and
the
say,
yeah.
like,
Yorha salute thing.
like to
Yeah.
mankind or something.
Glory to mankind.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then you see her just like clench her fist. I'm just like, ooh, what's this?
There's the year 11,000.
Dude, it's just so much. I wasn't expecting this. Even when you guys were talking about it, I was not expecting this.
If you want any idea of lore that could be somewhat helpful to that game, there's a whole like breakdown of like the Drakengard games and the first NieR and how that all connects.
Oh
and,
fuck! I forgot those other games.
You don't need it yet.
Don't.
Yeah, like
If at all, you don't need it
Yeah,
yet.
like it's not like a like direct sequel to any of that. It just shares that universe, but it's its own like thing.
It's like this. Have you been getting by okay, not knowing what happened during like the French Revolution?
I actually did a
Or
report on that. I remember I doing
How about the Persian Gulf War?
can you recall all of the countries that Genghis Khan fucked his way through? Right. You don't need to
That's
worry
right.
about Dracula. Like it's
Yeah.
history and it's part of it, but you're gonna be fine.
No, I'm just saying I keep forgetting that whole because there's another NieR game like from
There's
before, right?
3 of them or something.
Yeah.
Or
On
wait,
like PS3
No.
or some
no,
shit,
there's
right?
just the one. Then there's
Dragon
3
Guard.
Dragon Guards.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like the one NieR on PS3 and 360 are 2 different versions, but it's the same story. Just one is you're a dad, and the other one is you're a brother. So instead of a dad daughter, it's brother sister.
So is it?
And you look different. Like the
Okay.
PS3 one, you look more anime, and 361.
Well, another
you're
reason
more-
I gotta buy a PS3. But oh my god, this game is fucking everything
Yeah.
about it so far is like a straight 10 in
Yeah.
my book. Like I'm trying to find shit wrong with it. Like even the controls. Like
You'll run into it. Don't worry.
so wait. Oh, this is a question I had.
tripping.
Is it like
No.
Is it like the Souls games when you beat it? There's like you can play it again, but have the same stats. Because I know there's like 4 bajillion different endings.
Just keep playing. I'm not going to answer that question for you.
Okay. If it's spoilers, because I kind of get this vibe because like the beginning when you're running through that like factory, wherever
Yeah.
the fuck it is,
Yeah.
and then there's like doors, and it's like, oh, you're not authorized to access that yet. And
Yeah,
there's like treasure chests, like you're not authorized to access
I don't know.
that yet.
Some of that stuff you'll do in one playthrough.
I would say I don't even think some of those doors will even open.
Because it prompt like when you go up to it, it has like it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a press
okay,
circle,
alright,
but then
yeah,
there's
those,
an X on it. Yeah.
Eventually, I guess.
I still need to finish it.
Yeah.
Just keep playing, dude.
Oh my god! I'm not gonna talk about the whole fucking podcast, but the one part,
Please
like
do.
I got like the chills of like being uncomfortable when it's like the tutorial of how to go through the main menu or whatever, and then it's like you wake up in a bed and the screen's black, and then the dude's like, what is it, 9S or something?
9S,
He's like,
yeah.
turn the
You
brightness
can call
up.
them 9s.
Not, dude. So he's like, turn the brightness up, and I thought it was like a cutscene,
Yeah.
so I didn't do anything. He's like, turn the brightness up. You got. I was like, oh,
Yeah, dude,
okay.
do it.
Yeah.
No doubt.
There's so many weird little things, like the mod chips and the
Yeah, when you
I
start-
love the RAM upgrade system.
Oh yeah, I
That's
did
my
get that ending
favorite
by the
thing.
way. When you I
Pull
get
out
okay
the-
I guess
out
we're
the-
gonna talk about shit spoilers,
Sure.
but not really. Yeah,
Oh, that's
when-
right. You walked out on all that talk.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
yeah.
the 2 hours that we debated
Yeah.
about the story. Yeah.
Yeah, but I like sold it my like brain chip or whatever, and then it says if you remove it, you will die. So I got that ending.
nice.
Yeah,
never
that's
done that.
cool.
Yeah, there's an ending for every letter of the alphabet.
Oh,
F through Z, they're silly
the
ones like
stupid
that.
ones. Well, I gotta
Where-
get them all now.
Where they're not consequential to your save or anything like that. Like you just come back right where you were.
Yeah, because after that ending, you just like he goes to the
It's
main
like,
menu, it's
whoop,
glitchy.
credits
yeah, it just
fly
goes
by.
right through the
Yeah.
credits, the main menu, then you're right back to your save.
There's a lot of them like that. And then, but the ones that matter, quote unquote, or the ones that are continuous are A through E.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you
No.
turn on self-destruct mode?
That's what I was talking about. Because then you like there's like this when you go to the options and then it says, all right, turn on self-destruct mode. So I
Mhm.
clicked it on and I was like,
Did you do it?
then I clicked it on, but then I was like, what if I click it off real quick? And then Nines is like, I won't tell the head honcho guy
Yeah.
that you're doing that, but it's advised that you keep self-destruct on.
Well,
So I turned it back on.
but you haven't done it yet.
No, I haven't done it.
Oh,
Is that
Sure.
something you can like Does that automatically happen?
No,
Because I haven't died yet.
You,
well, I guess
you have to click
technically,
in
yeah.
both sticks to activate it,
You activate it.
and you
yourself.
won't die.
Yeah.
You'll
won't-
be very low health, but
Well, make sure you're full health.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay.
True. Yeah.
Make sure you're full health. You can do it. You can text us after you do it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is this gonna?
I'm just.
trigger,
You just.
because I don't know
You
if
should
you know.
experience it.
You should. I'm not. I
After-
don't wanna-
I would
this
like go. I
podcast-
would like go home now and go experience it, and then
All right,
text
guys,
us
come
while we're
back.
on still.
See y'all.
Yeah.
No, but because after this podcast, I have a line of beers I'm gonna drink.
Yeah.
And I'm legit gonna play this all night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Snort
my
some
god,
beers.
the fuck. Okay, probably the most surprising thing to me was like I was about to go on this bridge, and then there was like a dead android,
Mhm.
and you can actually go up and like either pray, but it's
Yeah.
other people from online.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
had no clue that kind of shit was in the game.
Yeah. That one's a surprise.
I was like, this is fucking dope.
Yep.
It's like leaving notes. Dark Souls.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I always consume them.
I repaired the one just because like I want to see what each thing does, but now
I'm just
I
constantly.
just straight consume.
devouring.
What is praying? Like I read the tutorial, but what does praying do? I forgot.
It gives you.
Because it says pray or continue.
Wait.
I think praying is the one that's how you consume them, right?
No, because it's when you first go up to the body, it says Blaze Nug 69 died, whatever.
Yeah.
You're
So-
right.
You can either pray or hit continue, and then if you hit
If you hit
either-
pray, that activates like the next menu. right?
yeah, and then that one you can either consume or
Yeah,
repair it.
okay,
And if you
okay,
repair it,
yeah.
they become your ally.
If you just hit
consume it.
continue, you just move on. You just leave the body there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that what it
Yeah.
does?
Yeah.
Because I've just
Yeah.
prayed. Because
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
If
And
it's
if you
like,
consume, you get their parts.
yeah,
Mhm.
That's what it is.
Temporarily or something like that.
It's
yeah.
like I think it just turns
It's like
into
a
money.
boost.
It's
yeah, it gives you. It
now
gives
you
you.
get
Well,
boost.
it-
Or
you get
random,
experience.
yeah.
You get experience.
It
And
heals
you
you,
get
too.
money, and then you get like
you get health
whatever
sometimes.
experience.
stuff.
You
Yeah.
get experience too.
So I was like, why not?
Yeah.
That's more reliable than repairing them because sometimes that AI is just not.
Yeah, I repaired
I
the
don't
one
think I
time,
ever
and the
repaired.
AI was just dumb as fuck. Like it got
They-
stuck
they
in the
are-
corner or
yeah,
something.
I don't
Yeah.
even think I repaired one.
Yeah.
They don't stay with you long, even if you do. You like
Mhm.
the second you're in battle, they like, oh, okay, they're dead. I'm gonna keep going. The opening with all the different gameplay styles.
Oh yeah, another curveball.
Yeah.
That I thought it was a cutscene, but it wasn't. The shmup part. As soon as you go up the
Yeah.
game, I'm like sitting there. I'm like, oh,
It's
that's
me.
I gotta.
Yeah, they
I gotta
did-
move.
Ease you into that stuff. Really.
And then it like changes the camera angles, so then
Yeah.
it's like an old school 2D
Like-
shmup. I'm like,
Yeah.
you get the top down, you get the side
it's all over
scroller,
the fucking place.
and even
Yeah.
where I guess you've gone through the factory now. So like even
Yeah.
the parts when you're actually controlling 2B, it turns from third person action, then it'll
Yeah,
slowly
top
move
down.
top down. You're doing
Yeah.
it. Fucking dope.
That part used to disorient me. Like I got lost and I kept backtracking by accident in the beginning.
I did. Yeah, when I did the tutorial. Yeah.
That game, the fucking, I don't even know what the hell to even call it. The cutscene acting, choreography,
Sure.
whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
amazing,
Motion capture.
amazing, motion
Yeah.
capture, all
I
the
don't know if it's
above,
motion
I
yeah.
doubt that's
all the
motion
above.
capture.
amazing.
Yeah. It's a fantastic game of the year 2017. Some people would say.
This, like a particular podcast.
Maybe. Same podcast gave Bloodborne best
Yeah.
game of the year in 2015.
No, they
and
didn't.
Well,
No, they didn't.
well.
Fallout 4 won that.
if I recall, you weren't on the podcast at the time of voting.
I voted.
it was just very unfortunate because last week I was in Virginia for work, and then I played 2 gigs in a row, and like seriously, that whole fucking time I was like, I want to play NieR, 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 and then like I got home, did all my shit, and then like today for example, like because Faith wanted to hang out, I was like, look, I'm gonna fucking play NieR. We can
Hang
hang next
out.
to each other.
You
We
can
can hang
hang
out.
Proximity is fine.
Yeah, she's like, that's fine. Like,
Dude.
all right, no doubt.
If your mind's blown now, I can't even.
Yeah, you just started.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
You
I'm
didn't even
in
get
for-
into the desert.
I know. I mean, I see the desert though because like that
Yeah.
city
You gotta
turns
get
like
yourself
slowly
in
into
there.
the desert. And
Right,
I think
right,
when
right.
I first played it here, you were in a desert, so I remember that.
Yeah.
It's also really weird to play in front of your girlfriend
Oh,
because 2B's got like I know I'm in for even more stuff, but like I'm just talking about visuals.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the
I had to
visuals.
explain to my girlfriend you play as a girl in a high school cheerleading costume that's way too small around the waist, and then you got nothing but butts.
Man,
Yeah.
I can't
Well,
wait.
White
Did
pants.
you
on.
climb
I
up the
can't
ladder?
wait.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't
Okay,
even
got
say
it.
anything.
Yeah.
I can't
Okay.
wait.
No, yeah.
I
I
stood
can't
there-
wait.
Okay.
I've been like, especially with, like when she would watch, because sometimes like she would put like her stuff down, and she'll just watch me play, and then there's the one attack when you're attacking in air and you hold in triangle, and like she basically does a head dive and her skirt just
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah.
get the full image. So I'm like, intentionally trying to like change the camera angle
because like, you're playing the whole game like upskirt view. Like Ben, what are you doing?
No. I'm trying to change
the
it.
stick's
So,
just stuck.
and like when you're climbing the ladder, because it's like
The camera
right in there,
and the camera
right in
pans
there.
itself.
Yeah.
Like Yoko Taro knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I don't think maybe she didn't catch it. Yeah, but it's gonna
Because
be
that's the
a
thing.
hard
Like
one to
most
explain.
games that have a female character in a skirt, it doesn't.
You have to go out of your way completely to look that up.
And if you go out of your way to do
The
that,
character acknowledges it.
it's and it's blocked somehow or
Yeah.
something or whatever.
Talking Resident Evil.
I always think
Yeah,
Resident
Resident
Evil.
Evil
That's
4.
exactly, yep.
And even like I remember there was an interview that IGN did with Final Fantasy 13 director or someone producer, and they said, "Why does Lightning wear pants?" or something like that, and they said, "Well." They said something about modeling characters.
sucks.
No, what it boiled down to in the end was, no, maybe it wasn't Final Square. Someone was talking about a game they were making from Japan, and they were like, "Well, we can't use a." Oh, it was fucking your dude.
My dude.
Yes,
Who's your dude?
My dude.
Wednesday.
Shadow of the Colossus and Bird Dog.
Oh.
Last Guardian.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name?
Oh, crap.
That Ueda.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ueda.
yep.
Okay, so it was Ueda, and they said, why have you never done a female protagonist in your games? And he said, because females wear skirts and our characters climb up ladders, and we couldn't have that. He was like, they were like,
Is that what it like boiled the translation down to? Because that seems like a very dumb answer.
Yeah.
I mean, to an extent, it was like that was part of it. It was like, well, girls don't wear pants, and it was like, well, just fucking put pants on them. And he was like, well, they don't wear pants. So
I mean,
they wear
Maybe it's a
skirts.
culture thing. Maybe they don't
Yeah,
wear
yeah,
pants.
but
yeah.
and that was the whole point that the IGN thing got into was just like, but to see
Yeah.
the same, totally lean into it.
I mean,
and-
Eco had a female. She wasn't the main character.
Yeah.
But
She
there-
was,
he
she
was
might as
I mean,
well-
Shadow, I mean, the person you're trying to rescue was a chick.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, okay.
It was a dumb little thing where it was just like, yeah, well,
But we
girls,
could show Trico's cloaca, no problem.
girls wear skirts, boys wear pants. That's what happens. Wow, you shocked me.
I thought I was, because I was about to go in private mode because I saw you were online when I first started playing it. It was like,
Huh?
I want to say Tuesday or Wednesday last week.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
at night. You were on. What the fuck were you on? You were on something.
Doom.
No, not Doom. Because I would have messaged you just like 666. You know.
Yeah.
You were playing something, so I was afraid it was gonna pop up and say Ben's playing NieR Automata. Like, oh.
Because I normally when I sign in, I see who's playing
Yeah.
what, and then I
Yeah, I do the same thing. I go to my friends list.
yeah,
just
like
see-
what's everybody doing?
But yeah, man, I don't know why I put her off for so long, but I'm glad, and I don't know. I love the PS4, man. I can,
Great console.
I can sit at PC all the way, 10 out of 10 always,
Yeah.
just because 1070s, whatever. But I don't know. It feels good playing the PS4 again, so I need to buy more.
And you got your
PS4
PC
shit.
frustrations
That's what I'm saying.
in the
That's what I'm
PS4
saying.
nowadays.
Yeah,
you say,
that's
so.
true.
Go to update the drivers. It doesn't fucking work.
Is NieR on PC?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But
it's got that
You have to do that patch, that fan made patch.
unless Square's done it.
No, I'm kind of glad I haven't played. I don't know. Like I said, I just needed to play
Yeah.
my PS4. It's been,
Yeah.
the last time I signed on, it was 2 years ago when I was getting like
Jesus.
the Bloodborne
Like
endings,
yeah.
and that was it. Because after that, I gave it to my brother. I was like, dude, whatever. I'm not gonna touch it for a while.
Oh man.
So yeah, man, it feels good.
The only thing you could have said other than NieR that would have had me as excited is Let It Die.
I think that was the first game I was about to play because I was looking up Demon Souls videos all day. I'm like, I don't have a PS3, so I guess I'll play something remotely. I was like, you know what?
You made the right choice with
NieR.
NieR, but Let It Die is the next. Now that you got that thing plugged back in.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, that's the only, like I said, here and there I played games, but that's the only game I want to talk about because it's
I can't
amazing.
I can't wait till you're
Me
here
too.
one Sunday or whatever, and you're just like blank faced at the table, just Mad World playing in your head.
Yeah. Matt,
I dived into God of War, finally.
sell me on God of War.
Oh yeah, that was Friday, right?
It came out Friday, and I will
'Cause-
tell you I can't sell you anything because I only played like an hour and a half of it.
Because the whole front page of Reset Era is just nothing but God of War threads. And everyone on Twitter is talking about God of War.
I went and spoiled it for myself.
Oh, fuck.
I watched
shit.
I watched the ending.
Jesus
Why
Christ.
would you do that?
Because I didn't plan on playing it. I made
Oh.
a decision.
All
This- I don't know, like people at work are talking about it. It seems like the buzz.
So-
it looks good, though.
Heard the opening's really nice.
I think I'm still in the middle of it. So,
Mm.
so from what I've heard, like if you get through the 3-hour-ish opening like part of this game, that's when it opens up, and you're like, holy shit, this game is really good. I'm still in the middle of that, I think. But from what I've been playing, I can see me really getting invested in this game. So I was talking to Dash,
Yeah.
friend of the podcast,
Yes.
telling him the other day, I was like, man, like this might be a good timing for me because I kind of want to play like a Dark Souls-y game, but I don't want all the Dark Souls-y.
It's got that kind of...
Like I just don't want that punch in the face every 5 seconds. So it definitely has some Dark Souls vibes with the behind the back. R1 and R2 are light or heavy attacks.
Oh.
It seems like you're going to be able to upgrade your axe and maybe even change out the weapon. I'm not totally sure on that, but
Doesn't he have those chain blade things?
so he traditionally
Beyblades?
does, but not in traditionally.
God damn it.
Thanks, dude.
I don't know what just happened
Took me a
there.
second.
He forgot what Beyblades were.
So
Beyblades of Chaos.
God damn it.
So yeah, I don't know like if you're gonna be able to change like from an axe. I'm sure you'll be able to get like different axes with different attributes and stuff like that. But I don't know. Just like there's the whole like you can do the lock onto the enemy, have the camera focus on that perspective. There's just a lot of that feeling. But yeah, so far so good. I've never played another God of War game. I played the intro to 3 as well as the demo.
Oh, really?
2, 3. I probably played that demo about like 8 times, so I guess I played 3.
Yeah, sure.
And yes, from those 2 small things I played, Kratos sucks as a character.
Is he better in this?
I like what they're doing already.
All right. I never liked him as a character from what I saw from afar. And I was like,
I think because of his past games, you appreciate him way more in this one.
Yeah, so I mean,
Like, it works.
I don't think you need to know anything going into this game. Kratos has mentioned in like, not necessarily to his son Atreus, I think his name, or Arteus. I forget.
It's like Atreus.
Yeah, something. Yeah. In the opening moments of the game, you kind of get separated from him, and he's just kind of monologuing to himself. He mentions about like, oh, they found me with my past, and like I guess like it's reference, it is referenced in the other games, but I don't know like how much of that you're gonna end up needing to know. I think you just need to know that he beat the shit out of Zeus one day.
It's like the NieR Automata of...
Yeah, I was just
God of
thinking
War
as you were saying that,
Okay.
like I don't need to know the fucking Drakengard games to play NieR, but I guess I don't need to know God of War 1, 2, 3, and all the other
Ghost
stuff.
of Sparta.
Chains of Olympus or something like that's the other one.
Nice. Got
Yeah.
the- yeah. You completed that.
Yeah.
How's this continuous cinematic thing people keep talking about?
I don't know. I kind of like it so far.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like...
If that was not said to me, I probably would not have noticed until like hour 8. I'm like, man, I don't think I've seen a cut yet.
Yeah, because that's what that was the whole idea, is that it's you're playing
It's a
and
one
it
shot, like
just
yeah.
flows right in naturally and out.
I mean that like if you know it, you definitely see it. Like and it's not just following Kratos all the time. There's been times where it's followed Boy.
He says that a lot. He's
Yeah, like
boy.
that's why I don't know the name of the kid that well, is because I've only heard him say his name once. But man, have I heard Boy at least like 50 times in the first hour and a half. It's kind of great.
How is Boy? Is he like an Ellie character? Like
So
as smart
he actually
of an
has
AI?
not deep. Like I said, I think once this game opens up for me, I'm going to see a lot more of it. But early on, he has a button prompt where like he will shoot arrows towards a person you are facing, like with your like camera perspective. And I don't know if that's like a distraction. Like at least for me right now, like there was an early like trollish boss fight, and I could use him to shoot arrows. It wouldn't do any damage, but it'd be a distraction at least for him to turn him, so I can get some wax in and back out. But I feel like I've seen some of the menu stuff. I kind of explore some of it to see what I could find. there are upgrade trees for like my axe, my shield, and his arrows. So I'm assuming that that's going to play into it. And there's this whole thing with the first segment of the game is him going out, like trying to teach the boy how to hunt, or the kid trying to show he can hunt, and it's about that deer. And I'm pretty sure that was the first reveal clip, was all that. Because there's that great part that I think was part of that reveal where Kratos is about to lose it because the kid missed a shot. And he's like, ah!
Oh, yeah.
And then he just like, he like brings it in, like he takes a deep breath and he's like, we gotta go find a deer. And you just get it, like, I'm like, oh man, here he is. Oh, he reined it back. We're not yelling yet. This is nice. So yeah, there's like that kind of that story of, I think there's a character, I'm going to assume it's Kratos' significant other. You never even see her, but she is like in like pretty much like a casket, and they burn her like her ashes. And I think there's a ritual to take her to the top of this mountain that you're in, in the area you're in. And it's very early on. Kratos is like, all right, the boy's not ready for this journey yet. And then like there's that part where you get separated, and he's kind of doing that monologue thing. He's like, the boy's not ready, and he's like, I don't feel ready either. But then events happen. You're kind of forced into this path a little bit earlier. So I think that not being ready is going to kind of go into the skill tree and stuff like that.
How's it look?
That's what
like visually.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks gorgeous.
So
my PlayStation
is screaming.
Yeah.
is humming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's like an ambience with that game.
You don't have a pro, right? You just
I just have the
like,
regular guy.
OG.
I heard even the Pro is a little.
Yeah.
It was whistling a bit.
Now on the Pro, can you just make it run normal PS4 mode? You know what I mean? Because it does like the whole upscale 4K.
Certain
baloney,
games you can modify frame
runs-
rate versus resolution, but I don't think this one has a. I think this just is.
Yeah, so at least early on for me, it detected right away. Like it was like the brightness page that you get nowadays. That wasn't even the first option. It was like, oh, you don't have HDR. Scroll down, adjust your brightness. I'm like, oh, okay. And then from what I've heard, if you're on a Pro, you have two modes you can choose from. You can do performance or visuals. And visuals, I think, gets you the upscale running at about 30. Performance gets you
1080 at 60.
1080 at 60, yeah. So
what's it on a normal PS4 then? The frame rate?
I think
Is it bouncy?
no,
I'll
it's
wait for a
definitely not.
Digital Foundry.
It's definitely not jittering, like MLB The Show still is.
Yeah.
But like I think it's 30. But there's like that. PlayStation always has that smooth 30 where it's 30,
It's
but
locked
it
at
doesn't
30.
feel.
Well, they have like
30.
certain enhancements too. Like I know for Doom on Switch, remember it's 30, but they have like technical enhancements that kind of make it feel like it's 60
Doom on Switch.
on Switch.
I thought you said Doom on PS4.
No,
that was
Doom
60.
runs at
60.
60. Yeah.
It's smooth 60.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But
Same
yeah,
thing with Bloodborne, like that had that.
So you say you didn't play the other God of Wars, right?
no.
Now, does it still have like an RPG element to it? Because in the original God of Wars, like you could level up certain attacks and then chain them into other like types of attacks, like leveling up.
I haven't gotten past this axe.
Okay.
So I have a feeling that this axe is going to be like the main weapon. It's just a matter of what kind of axe you have, where your light attack, heavy attack. Now I don't know. There's going to be combos mixed in with types of axes, like because I know the combination of button presses was a huge part of the other games because it was like a brawler, like an action brawler.
There's QTE moments too, weren't there?
Yeah, I haven't seen many of those. Whereas like hit square to strike this guy.
Mm-hmm.
There have been pieces where like you're kind of sitting there and like an opponent's got you pinned and it might just pop up all of a sudden like hit R1 to attack. Like if I had known to do that, I could have just did it flawlessly and it would be fine. But nothing where like I have to time it or do it before I die. I have not seen anything like that. So.
Okay.
Good.
But man, like I see what this game can. If the game does what I think it's going to do, I'm going to be all in.
Okay.
What do you think it's gonna do?
I think it's going to be like this. Not not like an exact replica of Dark Souls, but I think it's going to be like light enough Dark Souls, that kind of combat where like, multiple enemies on the screen. You can you're going to have to be careful how you approach certain enemy types. Like kind of think about how to strategize some of these like set pieces and whatnot. And like just open world enough where like I'm just not following a straight path. And I'm curious to see what like this side character, what they end up doing with Boy and his arrows.
I'm just wondering, like, because it looks like it kind of plays like Last of Us. Am I wrong?
No, because Last of Us is more like shoot 'em and stealth. This is not. You're not sneaking up on enemies.
No. I mean, like, just the controls in general. Because it's like that partially over the shoulder view.
Yeah,
I
mean,
like
it has that, but
is like identical too.
But other than that, like I think that's going to be the only similarity because Last of Us is very focused on stealth and sneaking around and taking out one enemy at a time. Like I've had like 5 enemies on screen trying to like kind of like circle me and trying to attack me and whatnot. Okay. And I'm just kind of like I'm evading. There's the whole evade thing. There's the run away. There's a parry mechanic. It's your light awesome. Dark Souls combat.
Well, I was laughing because I went on GameStop because I was curious if there was like the deluxe edition, which there is.
Yeah, there's about 4 different types of editions, I think.
One of the top reviews on GameStop.com, the place to find game reviews.
Can't wait.
Yeah, of course.
1 out of 5 stars from Ajon. About 3 days ago.
All right.
Hope you like shooters. Okay, so first of all, it's just a run-on sentence. The fact they made it more like an RPG is great, which is why I asked if there's RPG elements, because even the previous games have RPG elements. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna start the sentence. Sorry, I keep hitting your compute.
Oh, well, I should get away from you. No, it's my fault.
I need to get away from you.
But yes, I think there's going to be like side missions and stuff like that. It's not just going to be like one big giant objective after another. There is going to be some
like
of
the
that.
overall game style, like side quests.
Yeah, I think there is going to be some of that. Like I said, I haven't gotten out of the opening stuff yet to really start seeing that fleshed out.
So the fact they made it more like an RPG is great. But if you're YOUR, a fan of the series and not a person.
Oh no! What's he say? Get it out, bed.
And not a person that plays showers.
Yep.
The controls will kill you.
So you said this was 3 days ago?
Yeah.
So, first of all, I don't want to spoil the illusion of a record on Monday, but we do record on Sundays. 3 days ago would be Thursday.
Yeah.
The day before this game even released.
3 days ago. One of the replies, dude, I'm awful at showers. I mean, the game is really not for me. I'm dirty. I haven't seen anyone in 2 months.
So what? Just because you use the shoulder buttons, he thinks it's like a shooter?
Oh, Christ!
It's nothing like you. There is a mechanic of throwing an axe, and there's this cool callback button that will rip through enemies in its path, kind of like think Captain America or like Thor's hammer.
Right.
It's comments like that like. They just kind of reset you for a sec. Because you walk around and you're like, I'm me and I know who I talk to and what people are like. And you hear shit like that and you're like,
where do you exist?
Yeah, of course. Got it. I forgot there's other people in the world.
Damn.
And now I know.
I really want to play a shower genre game.
Shower with your dad.
Damn it, I forgot about
2015.
Yeah. It'll go on sale again,
now.
69 cents.
I need to get a PC now. Run at max graphics.
God. Oh, boy.
All right, should I get it?
Will
I like it? This is the. Like,
I know. I'm really.
See, but also, that's just like saying, Joe, would you like Halo?
Before I'm a fucking weirdo. But...
That's what I'm saying. If I were you, I'll just fucking do it.
My first impression's great. I want to see the systems in action.
I still want
before I give it the seal of approval.
You watch the ending and you still want to jump in?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm kind of having. I gave myself like a prequel-itis type thing.
Well, that's what fucking Katie does. She opens when she buys a new book. She reads the last page, and then she goes, "All right, let's see how it happens."
Well, I mean, that's what happened with me in Red Dead. I heard about what the big twist, and I was like, you know what? I want to see what leads up to this. Even though that's why I hate prequels for some reason. I just did it to myself. So, I'm still curious.
Are there any boobs?
Dude, I'm an hour and a half in.
Because the first game...
I know, the first games have boobs.
The first game was David Jaffe, though, so this...
Yeah, it doesn't mean if it's boobs or not boobs. I mean,
I'm just saying they might not have carried on the Jappy.
what's the MSRP? Like, what? I mean, obviously it's M,
Yeah.
but like, what's the details? We'll have to disclose that.
I'll bang it.
And also, that's not to say that that Norse.
If there are,
mythology
it's
doesn't have
probably
boobs.
just like a scene or something. I don't
Or
think
like
it's
a
gonna be
Norse god. Like I don't know the Norse gods as well as the Greek gods.
that too. Yeah, I think because they're kind of, I guess, because it's still Kratos, so they're kind of merging both mythologies.
No boobs, dude. It's rated M for blood and gore, intense violence, and strong language.
Oh, not mine.
So
God,
then- yeah.
well, I've gotten all of them already.
Yeah.
Hey, what's NieR rated for?
Great question.
I have the Steam page. Oh, so I completely forgot to ask about this. There's DLC for
Yeah.
NieR. Does that mean
I
should?
never played it.
So should
Did
I
you
beat
play
the
it?
game first, or should
Yeah,
I buy
yeah,
it
yeah,
now?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, beat the game first.
it's half off on Steam, by the way. It's $30.
The whole game?
Blood, partial nudity, strong language, and violence for NieR.
Yeah, that's right.
Partial nudity checks out.
Yep.
Surprised sexual content's not on there.
Now, the DLC for NieR, as a matter of fact, it's right here. You get a couple of outfits, and you get a music
What is the
video.
name of that DLC, by the way, Joe?
Hold on, let me and then you get to fight the CEO of Square Enix. The name of the DLC is 3C3C1D119440927.
What a title.
That's what it is. Yeah. Did you get anything else besides God of War?
Not really. I did play a lot more of MLB The Show. I actually decided to import my dude from
Oh,
past years.
yeah.
Yeah, the 99 max thing. Yeah, they take that
They
away.
took it
from
away?
me. And they're
Damn.
like, all right, what do you want to be?
That sucks.
But bat first, dude, just his dongs. The
Dongs.
The dongs, man, they just keep on coming with his character, even if I am regressing.
The dongs
Regress
keep on.
dongs.
Did you go online a bit more?
Nothing. Yes, I played more online. Nothing of
All right.
what you want to hear.
You let me know when that shit starts happening. Those are good.
Yeah, trust me. I'll let you
shit
know
I
when the
live
stories
for.
happen.
My friend gets like aimbot comments. He's like, "Yeah, nice aimbot you got there, whatever."
Oh shit.
But he was playing.
good, yeah.
He was playing Fortnite.
There was a couple times where I thought I was gonna get one message because of just some of the bullshit that the game throws at you.
Yeah.
But nope, nothing yet.
I played moments of a lot of games, and I'm going to read the list of games that I played some of, and then you can each ask me about one of them
Okay.
for more details. Because there's too many to talk about. But I have
Okay.
things to say about all of them. I'm just not going to sit here and
Which
talk.
one has boobs?
I'll get through the list first. Don't spoil your question on that.
Okay. So I played Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy,
That's
Deus Ex Human Revolution, Doom, Warframe, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Sea of Thieves, NBA Playgrounds, Metroid Zero Mission, Castlevania Lament of Innocence.
real quick. When I was playing NieR, that was the game you were playing. Crash.
There you go.
Okay. I actually, that whole list I can listen to. Obviously, Doom, but
Yeah.
I want to Sea of Thieves.
Okay.
Me.
Yeah.
What about you guys? I mean, is there like a
Well,
majority rule on this?
yeah. Well, I'll give you the little brief taste because honestly, I played enough of these to like give you less than a minute's response,
Yeah.
and then we can move on to the next one. So, Sea of Thieves is a game I don't think I'm ever going to play again. When they announced that game, I went, "Oh, the Rare's doing more than Avatars. That's cool. I don't care about pirates, and this game looks like something I'll never play." But as I have Game Pass, and as I was, intrigued that Microsoft was putting one of their big first-party titles, they're making that pivot. I was like, all right, let's just see what this is all about. So I jump in. It did one of my favorite things. No tutorial. Nothing. Fucking nothing. Which I'm happy about because I like learning as you go.
As you go, yeah.
However, this one, I got on the boat and the boat was at the bottom of the fucking ocean. And I don't know what happened. There's no feedback system telling you, hey, the boat's at the bottom of the ocean because of this. Because I'm sailing and I was like, oh, I don't know where I'm going. I should, let me run down to the captain's quarters and look at the map. And then I come back up and I grab the things and there's no prompt for me to grab the wheel. And I was like, why is it not, why does the front of the boat look like it's, oh shit, I'm sinking. So there's that. And I did that with 3 different boats until I went, what the fuck is this game? I ate a banana. I put a pig in a trap. And I dug up a treasure chest. That was it. And then I backed out. I started another round with strangers online because I was like, all right, let's just see.
Wait, this is online only, right? This whole game?
What I did the first part, I didn't run into any strangers. It was just me floating around. That was it.
I'm sure you could close your like lobby for a single player experience that way.
Yeah, probably.
Most games.
Because no one was in the first round. Then I jumped in to play with actual people, and it put us all on a boat together. I had no idea what we were doing. Like, there was text prompts coming up that said, I need help raising the anchor. So I ran over and helped raise the anchor, and then we floated to an island, and the guy said, ready the cannons. So I readied the cannons, and I put cannonballs in it, and we shot at a fortress, and then we went in, and we got killed by this thing, and we became ghost pirates, and then we came back to life, and then all of a sudden some dude had a headset on, and he was French, and he was saying, hello? We need the key. Does anyone have the key? And I don't have a mic on because it was in the drawer and I wasn't going to stand up and walk across the room. So I did the text prompt and said, ARG. And he said, hello, we need the key. Does anyone have the key? We have to get the key. And I just kept saying, ahoy. And that was I'm on the island. That's one of the prompts. Let's meet me on the boat. And I was like, all right, well, this sucks. And then after a minute or two, the one guy was like, somebody else put on a mic, and it was just like, hey, how's it going? And the guy was like, we need the key. I don't know where. I think this is the first time they play. Yeah. And then they both left, and it was me and somebody else who was standing still on the ship. And I was like, well, I'm done with this.
None of this sounds bad.
It wasn't necessarily good though, so
it doesn't. Honestly, it doesn't really sound like you played it.
No, I think the only way
you weren't given a fair chance to actually experience.
Right. You had a rough start.
If the 4 of us sat down and we all played it, I think it would be better than this. But I also don't think there's much there for me. People who are into this kind of shit, oh my god, you're gonna have a ball. If you like that kind of Destiny, drop in, drop out gameplay, wander through a world and find things and explore, but you also like pirates and that cool cartoony, dude, this game seems like a ball. But
because there's always that clip I saw where they showed it off where it was like almost Left 4 Dead-ish, where like this treasure triggered a trap and like an army of skeletons were chasing them in this cave and they had to fight and find their way out,
and then you have to find the key apparently. I guess so. Yeah, but yeah,
that's a bummer.
All right, next.
What's your question, Ben?
Oh, I have a question.
Oh.
No.
Which one did you enjoy better? Deus Ex? Crash Bandicoot?
Crash. Just because it's Crash.
That's probably the right answer.
Deus Ex, I started up and it was like, hey, did you play the last game? You can skip this or you can watch this 12-minute video that'll explain everything.
You play Mankind Divided.
Oh, shit. All right, whatever. That's the one.
You saw the 18-minute video for Human Revolution.
And it was like, here's what happened in Human Revolution. And then I was like, I was more confused in the end of it I should have just started the game. I would have been better off. The gameplay's fine, but also, like, I just did that. So I played Crash. I deleted that from the hard drive and then played Crash. And I got, like, all the way through the first little
You played the first Crash?
Yeah, I figured if I'm going to do it, I might as well just do it.
In order?
Yeah.
So, you might as well start talking about Crash.
It's Crash.
It's Crash.
Have you played it before?
Oh my god, yeah. Not the Insane trilogy. When I was a boy.
Yeah, of course. But
did you just
recently buy the Insane trilogy?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
It's there.
No doubt.
Mark?
Castlevania.
Yeah, that's a game on PlayStation 2.
That was Lament of Innocence?
Yes.
That's the only one I played on there. I didn't play the other one.
That was the one I've been staring at the flea market for 5 years now. And I'm like, I should buy that. It's only $16 or $12 or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, well, I should just buy it digitally because it's $10. Well, guess what? It was on sale for $3.74 or something like that. And I had $4.03 in my wallet. So fuck it.
Free.
Yeah.
On the flea market?
PSN. They had like a flash sale.
Oh, I thought you still meant the flea market.
No, so I did that, and then it was there, and I played the opening little bit, and yeah, I might go back to that one. It's weird going back to 3D games from that era.
Do you like it more than?
I spent way too long. So there's a mechanic in that game where you have to use your whip to jump across poles. So they're horizontal poles that stick out of the wall.
Oh, I remember this game.
And in order for you to get across, you have to whip them, which I've done similar mechanics in games before. You kind of know the timing to do that and whatever, but this is all fixed perspective camera. You have to time it like it's, you have to basically be frame perfect. It's like really specific. And it doesn't feel intuitive. Back then I probably would have had the, muscle memory or the skill set to do so. Now I was like, I spent like...
Yeah, that game was confusing to me when I first played it.
Oof.
I also wasn't really like adept to Castlevania games. So
yeah, I'm curious to see how this one opens up to be more of a Castlevania game, but right now I'm just
better or worse than Lords of Shadow.
It feels like it sounds like Castlevania. Let's put it that way. Where Lords of Shadow was like, this is something else. Like Lords of Shadow. I didn't dislike Lords of Shadow, but I didn't love it either.
Right.
I was fine with it. It just felt really like generic and not like Castlevania is rooted in that like fucking badass, and this just didn't. Or Lords of Shadow didn't have all of that. It was good, but yeah, this definitely feels more Castlevania-y, but it could still use a little bit.
Well, how are you playing this?
PS3.
Oh, okay. That's why I was confused, and I kept looking back. I was like, "Is this PS3?"
Yeah.
It is. Okay, because I thought you meant you're playing it on PS4. Because I'm on the PlayStation Store. And
Oh,
it
no,
says PS2 also on PS3. So I'm like,
Yeah. Yep.
Take a guess at how long you play NBA Playgrounds in total.
Me take a guess?
Yeah. No, yeah, like based off, yeah.
I would say 16 minutes.
16 minutes. I thought it was less than that.
No, we were texting each other and joking about like all of the bullshit that's going to pop up at E3 and everything. And I made a joke about how Madden is going to have loot boxes and you're going to have to build your football teams based on the loot box cards that you buy. That's literally NBA Playgrounds. Like you...
Madden already does that, right?
Oh, my fucking God.
They all do that. It's called HUT. Or, the Ultimate Team, but it depends on which one. Hockey Ultimate Team, FIFA Ultimate Team, Madden Ultimate Team.
Foot.
There's FUT, HUT, and MUT.
Basketball.
They don't.
But
Oh, they do it. They do it, but because they have NBA Live. I keep forgetting that that's a game.
Great. Everyone did. Yeah, but NBA Playgrounds just... It doesn't have anything that made me want to stay there. Like, the team building stuff where you have to draw the characters out of packs and put your team together, like, there could be an element of that was cool if I gave a shit about the current NBA roster, but I don't.
What if that was a mode on its own on top of some other modes?
It'd be cool if I gave a shit about the current roster, but I don't. This is the only way to get characters in that game is that, period. And in the gameplay, you walk into it and you're like, big heads, NBA, must play like NBA Jam. Plays nothing like NBA Jam. Therefore, there's nothing for me
Is it too
there.
simmy or like when I say simmy, like simulation?
Um,
Is it just not arcade enough, or is it too much?
it's definitely not arcade enough. Like they try, but it's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. The shot stuff, you have a specific like shot meter, and each character, it's no.
Looking forward to the sequel.
No, not that one's also off the hard drive.
I didn't know if I spoiled news later this episode.
I did not include that.
Oh damn! Oh fuck!
But surprised NBA Playground's getting a sequel. I did, however. So I played this random fucking hodgepodge of everything from various platforms because I had no idea what to play. I was like, I don't know. But I did land on Halo Wars, which I tried right after I did my whole big run through all of Halo. But I didn't like jumping right. I tried to shift gears at the wrong time in the wrong way to the wrong thing. But now I think enough time's passed where I'm like, I want more of that world, but there's nothing new for me to do in any of those campaigns. I did like a couple of the playlist things in Master Chief Collection where you can like play through random missions, and I was like, oh yeah, this is fun. I did some arena stuff in 5 and Warzone, but it's like Halo Wars. I haven't played a good RTS in a really long time.
This is a good gateway one too.
Yeah.
If you never really played them.
Oh my god, yeah, for sure. But this, like, I will jump into an RTS every once in a while, and it'll hook me. But then I'm like, I'm gone for a while. Like the last time I played one was like Civ 5, maybe.
That's different too.
That's not.
That's
No,
like,
I know, but like
it's like World Sim.
Yeah.
RTS.
But that was the
RPG.
last time that like I got really hooked into that style of gameplay.
Cause I'm thinking more like StarCraft or like Command and Conquer.
Yeah, and like
Age
I
of Empires,
Yeah.
Rise of Nations.
I dicked around with StarCraft last year in the wake of all the patch and everything that happened. But this, so it works so well. Like the combination of base building and combat is balanced in a really, really strong way. At least in like the skirmish mode, where you're just playing against computers, or there is online multiplayer stuff.
You ever played the first one, right?
The first
Okay.
one. They did that definitive edition where it's all up-resed and whatever, native on Xbox One and play anywhere. So if you get it there, you get it on PC. I installed it on PC, but nope. I got the same like frame skips that I had.
Oh.
Just I need a new computer. So the campaign though is a prequel to everything we know. Like it's a prequel even I think to Reach.
Okay. I mean, that would make sense if there's not many Spartans involved.
Right. Well, yeah. And the campaign just kind of gradually introduces the elements to you, but all of the missions are varied in a way where it's not just like build a base, kill some dudes. It's like, hey, this one's all about movement. So here you're going to learn really how to move your characters through the map in a smart way. This one's about triggering certain events. And like each campaign mission has a smart way to introduce a new mechanic to you so that as you get to the end of it, you're kind of prepared and with all these different skill sets. Yeah, I don't know. It's fun and it works surprisingly well for a controller. There's a couple things where I'm like, fuck, this would be so much better with mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, that's what I feel like RTSs are always meant for keyboard mouse.
But they do some cool shit. You know, like you hit left bumper and it grabs everything that's on the screen. And you say, go here. It's the base building stuff is always addictive. If you've played those, like you know that kind of like, you're like, I got enough. I can upgrade. And that like thing where you're always just going. Like that's a good feeling. Yeah. I'm gonna see that one. I'm already like a quarter of the way through in only like 2 hours or something. It's cool. 15 missions altogether. So,
and you're on mission.
I don't know, 4.
Is it online?
The campaign's not, but yeah, it does have.
I mean, like just like
yeah, you could
head
go
to
head,
head, whatever.
And that's what I'm really excited for is Halo Wars 2. Different developer, but it's the Total War developers that did 2. That one looks fucking cool. So
I wonder if it's anything like Total War, because Total War, those are like the RTS games when it's like they use like the simulations on the History Channel, like they just have like massive. No, that's they use that game to like not Total War in general, but like
just that engine,
like that engine or something. Sometimes they model the characters from.
Now you're talking about that mobile like YouTube ad game, right? Where it's like 1 verse 1,000, and then 10 first 1,000, and then 100 first 1,000, and it's a 45-second long ad that you have to sit there and watch because you can't fucking skip it.
What game is that?
I don't know, but it looks fucking dumb.
Is that Game of War
that.
or Game of?
I don't know. I don't pay attention.
I think Total War was only on PC, right? Like,
yeah,
I don't think I ever saw console
I was
releases.
really kidding.
Yeah.
Yes, but the scale of the battles are massive.
Yeah.
In that game.
No, the Halo Wars 2. It's the developers of Total War, but it plays still like Halo Wars 1 does. But they did add some new shit to Halo Wars 2 where they took. So every time I go back to Halo 5, I jump into the arena stuff. I do some free for all. I do some. 4-on-4 Slayer mode or whatever. Yeah, exactly. But I always default back to Warzone in Halo 5, which is Warzone is this weird mode where it's kind of like the public events in Destiny, just 12 minutes at a time or whatever it is. There's two different types of Warzone. There's the ones where you are PvE and the ones where you're PvP. So the PvE style ones, it's you and a team of up to 8 players. I forget now. And you have to take on waves of enemies. You have a challenge like, hey, kill 50 jackals. Great. Or survive, hold down the fort. Or the other mode is the PvP one. You have to protect while the other team is on offense, or you are the offense and you're trying to destroy the core inside of a thing. What's unique about Warzone is the further along you go and the higher the points are, or your score as a team, you unlock different tiers of weapons or vehicles that you can pull in. And they're all assigned, or rather you can call them in based on card packs. So it pulls in that loot box element, which sucks because, it does involve paid currency, but I've never paid anything and I still get a ton of those fucking packs because you get them just for signing in, you get them for, breathing or whatever. And you're in the middle of playing and it's like, level 3 requisitions are now available. So you run over to the requisition thing in between rounds and you're like, oh, I have a level 3 ghost I can call in, right? Or I have a level, level up, I think it's all the way up to 9, right? So, I have a level 7 random vehicle. Let me throw down my random vehicle card. Ooh, cool, I got a fucking...
Banshee.
Yeah, right? Halo Wars 2 pulled in that card-based thing, lets you build your own deck out of cards that you get, and then that's how you kind of enter an RTS against somebody else. And they call it Blitz mode, but it's a fast-paced RTS, which is already kind of attractive, like Dota Plus or Dota...
Dota Plus, you're right.
Not Dota Plus. What's the fast one?
Oh, Turbo Dota.
It's got that kind of thing to it, right? Where it's like already like, ooh, okay, I can just sit down and do one of these. But you can also organize your cards right through the Waypoint website, right? Like you can do that deck building stuff from afar. And they said that they studied a lot of like Hearthstone and Magic and stuff as they were designing the card-based deck building.
How about Artifact?
But then applying that to the RTS gameplay, which I don't know, it seems dope. And that was the thing. Getting excited about E3 a lot.
I am, man.
Do you think there's going to be a NieR 2?
Royale. It's going to be a NieR Battle Royale.
Is it? Am I breaking in the news?
102 Bs drop into.
No news on E3. I'm just like...
Because there's that one thing you posted in the chat. I forgot who it was. When Yoko...
Oh, yeah.
He was like, Square gives me money. I'll make another one.
Make anything I want. Did I put that? Yeah, I did put that.
What if we gave him money?
Yeah.
Oh, how much money were you going to give him?
I didn't give a number.
Patreon. Give us enough, we will guarantee
I will
you
give
NieR
him an
2.
idea. And here's his idea. 102 Bs dropping from...
That's perfect. That's perfect.
It's a lot of bees.
Did you guys start watching any old E3 press conferences yet?
Not.
No, I started Jersey Shore, though.
Oh,
Late
my
season.
God.
You moved away, and now you just can't.
Wait, speaking of Jersey Shore, I watched the first 2 Jackass films this week.
Solid.
Nice.
Solid films.
Yeah. That fucking the golf course with the air horn is still my favorite.
That's pretty good. We were inspired by that, and we used to just drive around with a golf. We looked up all of our teachers in the phone book.
Of course you did.
And we went to Walmart and bought air horns.
I remember this
We'd
story.
go and sit outside of their houses with air horns until they stopped working.
What kind of life did you live? You drink out in the woods?
Oh, hey, I
Randomly?
got confirmation, by the way. I was talking to Katie about drinking and high school, and I was like, did you ever drink in the woods? And she was like, yeah, like fucking all the time. And I was like, thank you.
Well, not all of us are badasses, all right?
You made me feel...
Badasses?
She was like, you couldn't drink because your parents were at home. And you
Yeah, so you stayed inside and played video games. Ate a large ball of honeycomb.
Yeah. Or Reese Puffs out of a giant Slim Jim head.
Never out of a normal bowl. Just something weird.
Anywho. We got a little bit of news this week, so we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back with probably the most offensive news this podcast has ever seen. Be right back. All right. We're going to save the worst for last. I know I teased you before the break, but I'm not ready to do it just yet. So we're going to start with something a little lighter. Or maybe not, depending on how you look at it. There was a tornado last week, which is not light. Not at all fun.
Yeah.
Nothing to joke about. However, this kid didn't seem to care. Carolina, which one of them was it? North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Greensboro, North Carolina. Tornado tore through 135 miles per hour. Ripped the roof off of a house, lifted one house out of its foundation and carried it across the whole wild. And then Anton Williams is standing in front of an overturned van in front of the house that was uprooted and lifted, being interviewed by a local newscaster. And they ask him, hey, what were you doing during the storm? What did you think when you started hearing the noise? And he said, I was sitting at home and I was playing Fortnite, and all of a sudden I just heard a bunch of noise. I looked out the window and I started seeing the roofs come off the houses in front of me. Then I sat back down because I only had a couple of people left in my game. I was going to try to finish my game. And then, eventually it was like, then I guess I went and hid in the bathroom. He gathered his
sibling and nephew, I think.
Yes, his sister and his nephew, and then decided, all right, let's get into the bathroom. Let's keep safe, because that's the go-to. You hide in the tub.
Yeah, and you think safe thoughts, right?
Right. You're like, all right, come on, we got to make it through this. I hope nothing happens. Let's pray, or whatever you do in that situation. The reporter says, so what was going through your mind when you were in the bathroom with your sister and nephew? Honestly, Anton says, I was just thinking about the game. And I was hoping everybody was okay around me, but really.
Jeez. Should have whipped out his phone. Can't you log into your PC character from your
that game
mobile
really has
character?
its hooks in people.
I wonder what he was playing it on.
Yeah.
That's the kind of detail we got, man.
All right,
shit,
we need to
don't
fly
know.
the free cheese down to North Carolina, get an interview with Anton.
Hit him up.
My God. I just made 2 clicking sounds in a row.
You did.
I didn't mean to.
It's all good.
I only meant to make one.
Is that how fired up Fortnite gets you?
Well, speaking of fires, if you were looking to sit by one, you will have to wait a little bit longer on the Nintendo Switch, as Dark Souls has been delayed indefinitely. No, not indefinitely. Just till summer. But
When was it originally supposed to come?
Day and
May,
date with everything else.
Yeah, everything was supposed to be May 25th.
Isn't it just like maybe like a week or 2 difference? I feel like.
They just said
I was
summer,
gonna say, they don't have a
which could be very ambiguous.
I
that
just
could be
assumed
August,
True.
September.
Early September.
Well, it's just the game that got delayed, right? Like my amiibo won't be delayed.
Well, funny you should ask. The amiibo is also delayed,
Son of a-
along with the game.
Frick!
Yep.
Listen to this. What if the game got delayed because the
Wait
amiibo got
I considered
delayed?
that for a second, but no word on why.
They couldn't put that model in the right pose, and the mold got fucked up.
It didn't. It just said, rest assured, the extra time will improve your journey to Lore Dran.
AKA
Blighttown.
Blighttown.
Yeah.
Um,
Like the testing didn't happen yet, right?
No. Oh, right.
The online
Network
testing,
test.
for
Yeah.
all
No.
systems.
No.
So that's funny that even then it still thinks like it needs a we're gonna delay this.
I mean, they should still have internal QA guys that if Blighttown is run at 10 frames a second, you're like, all right, this is a problem.
Yeah.
we need at least 11 to qualify.
Yeah.
What can we do?
I can't wait to hear you guys talk about Dark Souls. Just like how you're gonna
I
hear
don't
me.
know if I am.
Not if God of War scratches that itch.
You guys aren't gonna get it?
I don't know, man.
Oh, I thought you all were getting it.
I was, and then I was like,
I mean, I was going to, but then God of War might be really good.
I'm getting it.
Mark, I can't wait to hear you talk about Dark Souls.
I still talk about Bloodborne too. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I'm going to read both of these headlines back to back, and then we can talk about them both. This comes from Kotaku. Sources, next Call of Duty won't have a solo campaign, may have Battle Royale. separate headline from IGN. DICE reportedly prototyping Battle Royale mode for Battlefield 5. There you have it. Now the first one from Kotaku. Normally we only report on weird rumors if they come from Jason Schreier. However, and this one comes from Steven Totillo, which, not to discredit him, right? Credible. But specifically, the very bottom of the article, or where did it go? Somewhere in here. Here it is. Reporting this story by an allegedly on vacation Jason Schreier, who is currently learning the French words for press and sneak. Apparently Jason Schreier is supposed to be on vacation, however, sent this stuff in to Steven Totillo to publish. So even though he's on vacation, this
Not
story,
his exact words, but his sources.
right, still comes from his. So yeah, I mean, we've been joking about this on air, off air for the last year that most games are going to start to incorporate this shit. We saw Radical Heights as the most recent entry into the fold here. Seems like the AAAs are going to get into it.
And now, what's going to be more interesting is 2-3 years. Who's going to still be Battle Royale and which one's going to not?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Isn't there a mode in these games where it's kind of like free for all and it's just once you're dead, you don't respawn?
Well, there's like search and
destroy.
Yeah.
So it's just that on a larger scale, basically.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, but Search
Shrinking
and Destroy
circles.
is also like team based too. It's
using an objective too.
Yeah.
Like plant the bomb.
It's literally Counter Strike.
Yeah, Counter-Strike mode. Yeah, that's what I called it too.
Now, what like Battlefield? Now, like Search and Destroy in Call of Duty is popular, but on Battlefield there is a mode like that, but it's not popular. Conquest is that mode.
Conquest is dope. Fuck yeah, dude.
So, I mean, that would be a little bit different there. I don't
Yeah.
think there's never really been a die. I mean, there has been, but there's never been one that's extremely popular in the Battlefield franchise, like a Search and Destroy is for Call of Duty.
Are you really surprised though?
No, I'm not at all.
No,
I've been saying this for the last
Yeah.
few weeks here.
Yeah.
The big thing is that no big budget game studio has done this yet. Added it to an already pre-existing franchise, but it seemed like it'd be only a matter of time.
Everybody.
A
Isn't there a
couple.
Grand Theft Auto 5 mod?
Wait,
Is anyone else surprised though that they're gonna remove the single player campaign for
So
this?
that's
Yeah.
the thing here that's kind of interesting. Apparently, the multi-year development cycle. This kind of comes from Polygon reporting on the same story. Black Ops 4 will instead focus on multiplayer and zombies. The single player stuff just didn't come together, apparently. This is all anonymously sourced.
Yeah, it's not confirmed. I mean,
yeah, Paragon
it
didn't
could
come
always
together
pop
either.
up at E3 anyway,
Yeah. But yeah, as the release date approached, it became evident that development on the single player campaign would not be completed. One source said Treyarch has since focused development on expanding multiplayer and the series' popular zombies mode. Activision said, of course, we don't comment on rumor and speculation. We look forward to revealing Black Ops 4 on May 17th.
It's just why call it Black Ops 4 then?
Right.
That's my only thing. Like what? Like use the same engine or whatever. Like that's totally fine. But why Black Ops 4? Because I didn't play the third Black Ops, but the first two Black Ops campaigns, especially the first one.
Yeah,
I
because
think
that
I'm
was
really
like
good.
Vietnam, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that was the one where you're getting interrogated and you were
Yeah.
strapped to the chair the entire time. And
That was the one where they brought in, like, when they invited press out, they were, like, giving them books on fucking weird shit. Like, they were inviting people to these press events to, like, talk about the game, and they were like, by the way, this is the book that we use for research. And, like, it was a fucking thick-ass, like, not novel, like, fucking nonfiction.
Like tech manual?
Yeah. It was like, hey, this is all shit you should read to understand the shit we understand, man. They
But
were-
really, it's just because they put Zork in it.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Yeah, and then Battlefield 5, anonymous source from VentureBeat says that Battlefield 5 will potentially pit 100 players against one another until there's only one player or team left standing. The studio is allegedly looking into how it could make such a mode work with Battlefield 5's mechanics. The that even if the report also states that even if DICE is satisfied with what it has, they will not have it ready in time for the launch this fall. Has Battlefield 5 officially been? It's not, right?
They're saying it's a near future. Like, it's going to be set in the
EA,
near future.
I don't know if
Rumors, at least.
EA or DICE acknowledged its existence, but I don't think Battlefield 5 is going to be its
They've not
name.
named it
Yeah.
Battlefield 5 yet.
I think that's just what we're
And
calling
I think
it
the
now.
rumors are it's going to go back to World War II.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's what I've been seeing, but like I said, that's rumors, and that's not Jason Schreier rumors either.
Right.
If there's one game, Call of Duty or Battlefield, I think Battlefield will be the one that nails it. Because
Battlefield's
it's
the-
already a large-scale game.
Correct.
You know what I
And
mean?
yeah, like Call of Duty has not gone past 16. And that's like, what's it called? Ground War? Isn't that like their big mode?
Well, on
or
PC,
something?
didn't they have the 32 versus 32 on Call of Duty? I don't know. Maybe
I
I'm
don't
wrong.
know.
I don't know.
They had a bigger. You're right. I don't remember what the numbers were, but yeah.
It's still only 64. That's
Yeah.
only partially halfway over.
It ain't 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Battlefield, like they're closer to that then.
That's what I'm saying.
So we talked last week about a tiny Sega Mega Drive, or the Mega Drive Mini to be specific. However, SNK out in the news celebrating its 40th anniversary. The Osaka-based company is working on a, quote, new game machine that will feature a compilation of popular Neo Geo games, and in a teaser tweet, SNK Japan referred to the hardware as a new game machine. They showed an image, the SNK 40th anniversary logo, the tagline, "The future is now," and then what looks to be a tiny arcade machine draped in a black curtain that says Neo Geo on it. That's pretty dope.
It's
like
dope, but does it need to be done?
Let's see how they do it and what the price is.
I think maybe they just want to expand their horizon instead of just releasing just their games on Switch.
Oh, so King of Fighters?
Yeah. No, but like it kind of, I don't know why it reminds me of this one little sub shop that used to exist on Merritt Boulevard. I'm not sure if it's still there. Maybe it is. I haven't been there in a while. It's right next to Haircuttery or whatever. And I don't know, but in there, I remember seeing an old Neo Geo cabinet, and it was for King of the Monsters. And like I didn't know what that was at all. I just remember watching like the demo, like clip of it. But I'm not sure if it worked or not. But I don't know why. Just seeing that machine just reminded me of that moment.
Yeah.
It's like I miss those moments. It'd be cool to have just a little arcade machine.
Yeah, but I mean, for it to be successful, though, because
Oh,
I mean,
probably
Sega
not.
and Nintendo are riding on that nostalgia wave big
Sure,
time.
sure,
You know
sure.
what I mean?
It's also kind of
Sega
nothing
is.
new.
I don't know about Nintendo.
I mean,
with the
Nintendo is
NES
just part of it.
Well, because like I'm saying, the success of the NES Classic, the Super NES Classic,
Yeah.
it's like the family, the parents out there. It's like, oh, I remember this one.
Yeah, but they're not
Yeah.
leaning on it though. Like they have a Switch, they just released Labo. Like
Yeah.
they got things going.
Oh no,
Sega's,
definitely. But I'm saying you're not gonna have.
Sega's got Sonic.
That's what I mean. You've got
Hey!
Sonic, at games. So
Oh, Shenmue. I forgot about Shenmue now. They're gonna milk that cow for all it is.
So I'm saying like
One and two, the remaster, not three.
the SNK stuff, it doesn't have that nostalgia factor. You know what I mean? And it doesn't have the biggest fan base.
Yeah, they don't have this. Yeah,
what
it'll
I'm
be a
saying.
tougher market,
Yeah,
but
that's the better.
It's all kind of
word for
nothing new either. I'm kind of like I'm putting this under the before the NES Classic stuff came out. Like there was always those games in one
Yeah.
console you hook up to a TV. Like the Atari just had that joystick.
Yeah,
and
I
all
have
those
that
games
too.
in that
Yeah,
joystick.
with the great emulation.
Yeah, I think this is just like a modern version of that thing.
Yeah.
oh, I didn't think about that.
But still, it's still a neat way to, I guess.
I want to
preserve
see it. I want to see the.
Yeah,
price
let's
of
see what it looks like. I want to see what it. Yeah.
Now, was it gonna be arcades or like the Neo Geo console?
it. I think that's what we got to see. Like,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
just
that's the
announcing
question.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's part of the.
Yeah.
Let me see it.
Tell you what you won't be seeing for much longer, Matt. Puzzle Fighter on iOS.
I never got into it, so. Damn.
Capcom has announced its sunsetting Puzzle Fighter. The studio will be dedicating its focus to its flagship Dead Rising franchise. As
Flagship. Yep.
right,
Excuse me?
Mm-hmm.
as Puzzle Fighter is removed from app stores on July 1st, servers shut down July 31st. The game will still be playable until July 31st, and as of the announcement date on April 20th, All players are gifted with 10,000 in-game gem currency, which why not just fucking make everything unlocked? The upcoming
Everything's
characters,
10,001.
Regina, Dr. Wily, and Ada Wong. And the stages Darminer and Ouroboros Laboratory, available for free for fans to enjoy up until this time. Regina and Dr. Wily will be available in-game, or they aren't, I mean, as of the time we're talking, they should be available. And Ada Wong and the new stages will be released today, the day the podcast goes up. The soundtrack by now should also be available to stream online for free via SoundCloud. And the previous classic mode special limited edition or limited event will be available at all times up until the servers close.
Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder if it has anything to do with them releasing the game, everybody hoping for OG Puzzle Fighter type stuff, and it wasn't that at all.
Did you hear the worst part about this too? I didn't because I downloaded it, tried it, and I went, "This sucks to play. It doesn't feel good." But I heard about the worst thing, where there were things you could only get. Basically, they released new characters that cost money to get. You'd buy them; they'd be OP as fuck, and then after they became free or purchased for in-game currency
They
that you
got
could
nerfed.
earn, they got nerfed.
Wow.
Like they really fucked this game up. So
It never looked appealing to me.
no.
Nothing about
Which
it.
sucks because that game's dead. I mean,
Like,
OG Puzzle Fighters.
Puzzle Fighter and Gem Fighters too.
Yeah.
Like I had tons of fun with that.
And I to an extent, and we will talk about a more egregious example of mobile game bullshit soon. I'm trying to stay happy. You gotta remember, and I have to remember, that a lot of this shit comes from a different department in the company.
Yeah.
It's not the same people that have been making these games. It's people who are looking at
that's
the
evident.
current market and they're going, where is the market trending? And obviously, like the last year, especially 2017, we had this kind of resurgence of Japan returning to console in a big bad way. But for a while, the industry was trending mobile. So these companies pivot mobile, and you look at mobile, and people aren't willing to pay for things on mobile. They're not willing to pay for the game. They're willing to spend $1 at a time 400 times, right, over the course of a year, but not all, just up at front. So I get it, but also just fuck.
Yeah.
There's a new Doom movie coming, Mark.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Nope. He already tweeted he didn't like the last one very much.
Which is funny because like Carl Urban was like the main dude.
Yeah, but they showcase it as if Dwayne The Rock
Right,
Johnson
just
was.
because he's more
Yeah.
popular or whatever. I like Carl Urban.
He's cool.
Judge Dredd.
Yes.
Yeah, it's weird enough though that I don't know. Anyway, the Nina Bergman, who I've never.
That's what I'm trying to look on my phone because I saw that too.
I looked her. I went to the tweet that she tweeted, and I looked at who she was, and I don't know who she is. So anyway, Nina Bergman tweeted, "Wow, I'm doing the next Doom movie with Universal Pictures. I just signed all the paperwork. I get to go back to Bulgaria again and work with some of my favorite people. This movie with a super cool director and my new record coming out. I feel like the luckiest girl in the world." There you go. And then someone had said the last one sucked, or I'm paraphrasing, and she responded, and he said, "Hope this one's better." And she said, "It will be much better script." Smiley face. So
There was a little more that she kind of went into with that stuff too.
Yeah, it was
like the director is like an actor's director, meaning he's probably an actor or some kind of just kind of gets
And
it.
that's gonna have the lead female role, or the lead role is gonna be female, something like that. But like she said, I signed the papers. But the thing is, there's a high chance those papers was an NDA. He was like, don't
Yeah.
fucking.
Don't tweet this immediately after signing paperwork.
right, yeah, you think I don't know. So I don't know. You think they're gonna just pull the story right from Doom 2016? Maybe.
No, I don't think it's gonna have anything to do with Doom, like the game. Like, or
Really?
no, maybe no.
No,
I mean,
why
obviously
not?
with the
No,
game,
no.
but I meant like story. Like, it's not gonna be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be its own thing.
Like you think it's not going to take place on Mars?
I'm not
Fucking
saying
bet.
that, but I mean, like, it's not like Doom, 2016 Doom.
Right.
Like the characters, they're not going to bring those and I say characters very loosely because there's what 2, 3,
Yeah,
whatever.
that's about it.
So they're not going to bring them to the screen. You're obviously going to see like the cyber demon and like
No,
monsters and shit.
Yeah, she's
but,
probably
like,
part of like a group like in the old one.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them or whatever, and Then you have the Marine, hopefully,
Yeah. Whew.
because there was really no Marine.
Yeah.
Doomslayer. Though, if they were basing it from the game, that would be pretty neat.
That would be cool, but I mean,
I don't know how.
remember,
It'd be a short
it's
movie.
a film based off a game. We know how that usually goes.
I feel like they're slowly getting more tolerable.
There's,
Like it's not as cringy as Street Fighter: Legend of Chun-Li.
Okay,
I forgot about that.
They might not be as cringy, but they're also like completely absent of what
Tomb Raider did pretty okay.
I thought it bombed. I thought it did bad.
I heard otherwise.
Oh.
I think it did bad box office. I
The
think.
box
Yeah,
office
yeah,
is
yeah.
short.
Reception-wise.
Box office is short, but like staying true to its source. I think
That
did
it seemed
pretty okay.
like that movie was basically the 2013 game, just
Yeah.
in movie form.
Which
Yeah,
is fine.
Well, I'm okay if it's absent or
I'm
has nothing to do with the game, but it just majority of the time when they do that, the story
Yeah.
still fucking sucks in the movie anyway.
Well, like the Rampage movie, nothing to do with
Nothing to do with the game. But
Mhm.
I'm
Well-
fine with that. But I mean, it still seems like it's just eye
just a
candy
dumb.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they do make references, but
Yeah,
and, like
yeah.
the game is in the movie. Spoilers.
Did you see it?
No, I just
Oh.
heard a lot about it, and it's like I don't want to see it now because
I don't want to see it now either. You spoiled it.
yeah.
I'll probably.
So you're
see it
saying
when it's
we're
on
ready.
Netflix.
So you're saying we're ready now for the Mark Wahlberg Uncharted movie, right?
Maybe
Yeah.
not.
Actually, I would fuck hard with the Last of Us movie though.
No,
The fact
there
that
shouldn't
it's,
even be
They're
a
supposed
sequel
to do
that.
that. They're
Wait, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, they are, and-
I don't.
And whatchamacallit is directly writing the screenplay.
the fact
But
that it's
Oh.
Universal, I'm not even sure what that means.
I'm
Like,
still to the point with that game where there shouldn't even be a sequel. They should have left that game the fucking masterpiece
sleep,
it was.
I know.
And it's so good. God, that was the
But
best
is the
ending of a video
sequel
game.
gonna have anything to do with the first Last of Us?
It seems
Yeah, it's
like
part
it.
2. It's literally called part 2.
I know, but from what it seems like, maybe it's
I think we'll find out more about
Yeah.
Ellie and where she
E3.
came from. And yeah, E3. Is that
E3.
Days Gone or is that no? All right.
100
Last of
Ellies dropping from the sky.
I think I'm the only one still excited about Days Gone, that zombie
no,
knockoff thing.
no.
Really? Okay.
I'm on board with that.
'Cause
I want to see more of it, but yeah, I'm on board with
'Cause
that.
I was in a
I'm not
group chat-
dismissing it right away like this guy.
Well, but last year when it got, whenever it got announced, I was in a group chat and everybody was shitting on it, but I secretly liked it, so I had to like put my phone down. I'm like, this looks good.
Dude, they're gonna
I'm
they're gonna
more-
show more of it at E3, and it's gonna be 100 bikers dropping from the sky.
I think it was just the way it was presented. I think just threw a lot of people
Yeah.
off. But I was actually more excited for State of Decay 2.
I keep forgetting that's a thing.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah.
You might see that again. And by that I mean Wave Race, and by Wave Race I mean Wave Race.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So interview. So Fandom is that trash site. I say that because I avoid
No, it
going
is.
there because it's fucking ads.
For mobile,
Everywhere.
it's terrible.
But apparently Fandom is more than just, wikia.com now. It's also, they've hired a lot of like ex video game writer people and brought them in to then write for them. And now they're kind of turning it around to do interviews. And during the 2018 BAFTAs, someone from Fandom interviewed Wave Race producer Shinya Takahashi, and he said, "You may see that game again. We've been trying to make many games, and that may be one of them. I personally love Wave Race." Which,
Now he's part of. Is his group Golden Mushroom? Is that what?
I don't believe so. I think his group is a different group.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different game.
You're thinking of the Glover thing.
Oh, yep. My bad.
Yep. No, this was guy internal to Nintendo.
Yeah.
Talking about it. We've seen Nintendo be a little bit more transparent recently. And this might be that, or it might be someone saying too much, or it might be just a dumb tease for a dumb tease's sake.
This is what I should have said earlier. For Labo, that motorcycle handle thing.
Yes.
Use something like that for Wave Race.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
If we did.
Or use that for Days Gone when you're biking.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. Speaking of Golden Mushroom. There's a company working with the original rights holders to Glover 2 to bring it to Switch. Is it Glover 2?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dude, that game was fucking dead. On N64, did you guys ever play that?
I played a very little of it, and at the time, I just wasn't mentally ready for that.
It was good.
But
It's
yeah,
good
I had
game.
fun with it.
Is it Glover 2 or just Glover? They want to make a sequel.
They want to make a sequel and
Yeah.
bring it to Switch.
Yeah.
That company is all about
Fucking Glover.
taking older franchises and trying to carry that.
What company is it?
Say. That's Golden,
Golden
Mushroom, I
Mushroom.
believe.
So they're
Oh,
making a
okay.
sequel, right?
They want to. They have
They
to
want
work
to.
with the rights holders to make sure they can get it.
Yeah,
But,
so
yeah.
when they announced it, they thought they had all the rights, and then it turned out that some other company still owns Glover, but they're like, oh, dude, you guys can use them. We just have to finalize this paperwork. So they have it technically. It's just
Okay.
not official.
That would be cool to see it.
So, yeah.
Does it need a sequel or does it just need a whole reboot? I mean, because who else? If you go, I don't know, go to a party, it's
I
like,
never
dude,
played
you remember
Glover.
N64, Mario Kart, Glover?
Glover.
Well, maybe if Glover is a virtual console thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could definitely use something like that.
Or make it a
virtual
battle
console.
royale.
Oh, yeah.
1,000 gloves.
1,000 gloves.
You know-
1,000. Oh, should we go for 1,000? That's intense.
Well, you gotta think.
1,000 gloves
It's
being
a,
put into hands.
it's a pair of gloves, right? And then that's 100.
Oh.
So
That's 200.
my math,
That's not
it
1,000.
equals, no, my math, it's 1,000.
Sure.
You gotta incorporate the balls too.
80,000 gloves. Drop it.
The
to
little
an
ball that it
arena.
bounces on.
Oh, wow.
That
Wow.
joke's not going to die in the ether.
I
Remember, Matt, most duels were started with a glove slap or throw to the ground.
There you go.
all right, we got 3 more news stories. I'm going to do this one because it's a short one. Campo Santo is now Valve's Campo Santo.
That's pretty cool.
Campus Santos.
I mean, it's a weird thing, but yeah. So announced Saturday. The 12 of us at Campo Santo have agreed to join Valve, where we will maintain our jobs as video game developers and continue production on our current project in the Valley of the Gods.
Oh, those Firewatch people.
Yes, the Firewatch people.
In other words, Valve gave us $3 bajillion and it's just 12 of us, so we're fine with that.
Yeah. There it is.
Good.
And then it's the
the
first
security.
step. I think that's the next step for Valve. I think they're going to become this big publishing hat.
Yeah. And because
And
yeah,
buy
they
up
have
some
Steam.
studios.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man, who made Half-Life? Because they should hire those people. And
Because I think everybody that worked on those is now gone, so they could start bringing them back.
Not everybody, but it's I mean, Gabe Newell technically worked on Half-Life.
Yeah.
Dude, Campo Santo is going to make Half-Life 3
Right?
after the Valley of the Gods.
I don't know.
And Half-Life 3 is going to be a big, giant battle royale.
A weird cell-shaded battle royale.
100 antlions after one leaves.
Um,
God.
so yeah, in the Valley of Gods is a Valve game now.
That's good.
They are still planning on supporting Firewatch and still producing the quarterly review, as well as their regular blog content, at least for the time being.
Is Campo Santo still known as Campo Santo?
Probably. The other interesting thing is, do they still own both their IPs, or does Valve absorb them?
I wonder. It's probably more just like like Bethesda owns these companies, but they're not like.
Like id.
Yeah, like they're not, or like Eidos. You know, like with Square, like they're not. Square's like, okay, you guys do you, but we're just giving you
Yeah,
money.
but they're still the publishing hat, so they're going to have some influence.
There was one funny little bit on their announcement that talked about when they were in IGN at IGN in early 2015 to talk about Firewatch. They came across an undelivered 2011 Game of the Year award for Portal 2. It happened to be engraved on an unopened bottle of champagne. So they stole the bottle and drank it to celebrate the launch of Firewatch. And they said, so in some sense, this is a return home for us. Or, well, that bottle of champagne.
That's funny.
And they have a picture of it to prove it.
That's funny.
Yeah. So there's that.
That's some good news. Because Valve's got the money to keep them alive if they need it or whatever.
Yeah.
Not that Firewatch didn't do well, but in case this new game doesn't.
No, I mean,
do
normally
well.
when you hear stories of these acquisitions, it's like, we got bought, and now later. You know? Like, companies buy other companies so that they can buy out the competition, or so that there's whatever.
Yeah,
Like, this
exactly.
seems like an
or buy the IP or whatever.
Yeah, like a
This is not EA buying anyone.
like Pied Piper with Optimoji and Slice Line.
Exactly. This guy
This guy fucks.
Speaking of fucking, how about some unfucking as 343 continues to unfuck the Master Chief Collection?
That sounds good.
Yeah, it is
Okay.
good. It is
Because
good.
it launched fucked. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And
Like
it's
3 years
been
ago.
4,
Oh my god.
I think,
Wow.
right? Wasn't it fall of 2014?
Maybe, I don't know.
It's been a while.
It was
Yeah.
the year after launch, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So, the Master Chief Collection is getting some facelifts. We talked about this earlier in the year when the Halo Waypoint website announced updates coming to the game. They did 2 blogs so far, one in January, one again in March. Now they're kind of they're going a little more public with what they're doing. So they had a bunch of people sign up to participate in the flight test. The first flight of the kind of beta
Patches.
build, right? It's a separate client that people who are accepted will be able to download for Xbox One. And it's going to test the Halo 2 anniversary multiplayer matchmaking. It will only include Team Slayer on a handful of favorite maps. The game time will be set to 5 minutes to facilitate more matches, to stress test the matchmaking itself. And the team is looking at 2 key pieces of data to assess and validate the flight: the time it takes for players to match and the overall match success rate. Those are the things they're testing for.
They should also just measure the amount of time it takes for somebody to rage quit in the middle of a match.
I don't know if you'll
I-
see much of that because the way that they're vetting the people included in the this first round is they were looking for people who played at least 20 multiplayer sessions in the last 6 months. Which, in order to successfully log and complete 20 successful matches in the last 6 months, you really have to be a dedicated player.
Yeah. 'Cause it takes an hour to matchmake.
They did. I feel so. I jumped in and I got into one like way faster than I ever did. Which I don't know if they're starting to do any of this stuff on the back end. They are moving all this stuff to dedicated servers. And yeah, I don't know. So they've outlined Milestone 5, which is a collection of priorities and deliverables that both 343 and external partner have been working towards since the last blog update. Milestone 5 will include bug fixing, texture streaming, intelligent delivery, UI and UX updates, including an updated title screen, background video, main menu, changing the main menu from a horizontal to a vertical layout, HDR settings, and then moving the matchmaking playlist management from Xbox to 343's content management system.
That's cool that they're
Services.
still, giving support to that game after
Yeah.
all these years.
Yeah. The intelligent delivery stuff is fucking really cool because essentially when you download that game, you download everything. And they've got one version. But this will, for example, let you to say only download Halo 2 or only download the content in English because you don't need all of the 7 languages available, right? So you can save hard drive space. Because I think like Halo 5's total install is like 98 gigs or something like that.
Damn.
Which Master Chief Collection's a little bit under that, but not much under that. So yeah.
I miss playing Halo.
Dude, it's getting there. I think that's what sucks is like, Halo is Halo and Microsoft is Microsoft. And you'd think A plus B plus money times
I'm excited
This
for the PC,
equal-
man. I think that's why they're doing this.
It's their Mario.
Could
no, they got to fix this before they can do anything on PC.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's why they're
it's
doing
part-
this.
Yeah. But yeah, it's cool, and they're still outlining everything they're doing, and it seems like they're really listening to what people want. Unlike Konami.
They've been very topsy-turvy with things.
So this was absolute bullshit.
Can we just have like an official free cheese segment called "This Weekend Why We Hate Konami"?
Dude, it needs to happen at this point. I normally
So what happened?
I fucking don't know. Something out there hates me. That's what happened.
Yeah, Konami.
Like most things, you read it and you have this internal monologue where you think or feel or whatever. This one, I woke up. You guys were popping off in Slack Monday morning or whenever the hell it was. And I looked and I just went, what the... I typed it after I said it. What in the actual fuck?
Oh.
Because what in the actual fuck? Konami's making a new Castlevania game. Yeah, I got my prediction right, except...
It's 2D, dude. What are you talking about? It's 2D, right?
Konami has announced Castlevania Grimoire of Souls, a new action game entry in the Castlevania series for iOS devices.
Yeah, not on Android. Yeah.
Yeah.
Suck that.
Suck it.
Yay.
Bitch.
So let's break it down. Yes, it's 2D. But the story in this game, a future where Count Dracula has been completely destroyed, it seemed like eternal peace came upon the world. However, a single letter delivered to Genya Arakato, is it Genya?
Yeah, I won't.
Genya.
I say Genya.
I know, yeah. Genya Arakato tried to put an end to that peaceful era. In order to verify the meaning of the words written in the letter, the grimoire has run wild and Count Dracula will be resurrected. Genya Arakato heads off toward the letter's sender. The
Sounds
game,
like a Castlevania game.
sure, does. Sounds
Dracula,
like a
Tom Calm.
decent story.
Whips.
It's like they don't. It's like they don't want you to know who Genya is.
Right, but they're pulling Genya from...
If you hear the last name,
Right.
Arikado.
Exhilarating. The gameplay is exhilarating battles where up to 4 players can cooperate, strengthen your favorite character, and take on powerful enemies that block your path forward. This includes real-time cooperative play around the worldwide. Resurrect the dead with soul resurrection, which looks like you are kind of pulling enemies in as your companions. 4-player co-op boss rush, 4-player versus 4-player competitive mode. Beautiful graphics. That's what they say. It does look pretty. Music from previous entries in the series. New Castlevania story. Evolved and exhilarating action. And then here's your characters. Genya Arakato, a mysterious character who belongs to a top-secret Japanese government agency. Lucy, a female researcher who works for a research organization in the fight against Dracula.
Yo, she wears a skirt.
With leggings. And Alucard, Simon, Charlotte, Shanoa, and Maria.
Shinobi?
Yeah.
Shinobi.
Oh, all right. That's what I thought you said.
Shanoa is the character from Order of Ecclesia.
Cool.
Long black hair.
So wait, is this set modern day? Like you said,
Um,
headquarters, and I know that word didn't exist back then.
I think it's more in the future.
if it has Genya in it, then it's probably like the 2035 timeline.
Oh, okay.
But it also has Simon Belmont in it. So who the fuck knows what's happening?
Oh, so you mean it's another franchise on mobile where they have all-star characters in their cast?
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
That's new.
Never been done. Such a bold move from Konami.
Yes. So this seems like a weird evolution of both Harmony of Despair.
Which I actually liked.
I did too. It had that cool...
It still felt like...
Yeah.
Well, because it used sprites as well.
Yeah.
Does this game use sprites? You said it was 2D.
It doesn't look like...
It looked like a 3D, like 2D,
like
3D.
2.5D,
Yeah.
like 3D models.
It
like a
doesn't
2D
look
play.
quite like 3D models, though. Like...
Let's get to the bottom of this.
Oh my god, is it hand-drawn?
What's it called again?
Grimoire of Souls.
I bet you if you put in Castlevania iOS, you would get to the same spot.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
So
I don't know.
guess all these souls are
That's
past
3D. That
characters.
looks
in
like
this
3D.
Grimoire.
Look,
Lay it out.
I'm all aboard the fucking Konami train for a totally different reason that happened about 2 years ago now with Hideo Kojima.
Mm.
So I just like how we all fucking hate this company for just different reasons now at this point. But look, the game is not out yet. What if this is best toy game 2018?
It might be. It's more that...
This is just Japan, right?
Right now, it's only been officially announced for Japan.
No, they said it'll be worldwide, but the
Okay.
beta will be Japan only.
Yeah, sign up for Japanese closed beta. You're right. You're right.
Uh,
You're right.
I think the big thing here and why,
I mean, I get it, right? Yeah.
it's like, where the fuck have you been? And now you're here, but
You
fuck.
put onto a phone. I know. I get that part.
Yeah, one of you, I don't remember which one at this point, just because I'm triggered, said at least it's not a pachinko machine.
that was me.
Yeah, so
I was like, it's either this
That's
or
what I'm
patchy
saying.
slots.
I mean, there's still hope. It's not a pachinko machine.
it's a step, but
I mean, so
far.
far it doesn't look
And
like
here's
it's...
the thing: is supporting this. Like, if you download it, if there's money for it or something,
It's a double-edged sword, Mark.
right? Like, is supporting this going to warrant them to make another mobile game, or do you think it's your hopes will that it will put it towards an actual legit console
Yeah.
Castlevania game? That's not, that's actually in that timeline.
Honestly, what they should do is take at least 2 hours out of their day and play Bloodborne and be like, oh, this is basically Castlevania.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Hire From to make a Castlevania game.
Also, God, there's still E3. What if they're making something alongside of this?
My man Mats is right.
I'd be okay with that. Ooh.
It's not a pachinko machine. It's another Castlevania game.
True.
That's how you gotta see it.
I would want to try the 4-player stuff.
No,
Sounds interesting. There was a co-op game on 360 right, or
That's
Xbox
what we
Live
were-
Arcade.
That's what we were
Yeah.
talking about. That was
Yeah.
the what was the name of that one again?
I forgot what it was called.
It's Harmony of Despair.
On what's it called?
It was on Xbox Arcade.
It's also on
360.
PS3.
Oh, it was.
Yeah,
It was that co-op?
It's Harmony of Despair where you could play as all those past characters
Yeah.
and join up. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. That was cool.
I think I just signed up for the beta, but it's in Japanese, so
Just Google Translate.
well, I'm gonna do Bing Translate.
Does Bing have a translator?
You're goddamn right they do.
Why do you encourage this? just ignore that he said Bing and just move on.
Dope. Registration complete.
All right.
Yeah.
Why don't you send me? I'll sign up too, and if I get in, I'll just give it to you because I can't read Japanese.
Please confirm the registration completion email. After the lottery, we will send you an email to the testers who have been selected in the middle of May.
That's what I'm saying. So the more sign up, the better, right?
I had to put in my actual Apple ID though.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well send us the link because I'll sign up too. Fuck it.
There it is.
I don't need it. I'm good. If I want to play a game, I'll play Symphony of the Night on my Vita.
Please confirm. Sure. Just click that. There's only one clickable link in the email. I'm going to assume it's that.
Well,
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know.
you got yourself a game. Look at that.
Baby steps, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess between Bomberman and
But
this.
Bomberman's on a real
Yeah,
platform.
but like the only Castlevania thing living through that are characters
Yeah.
in Bomberman form.
It's true.
Hey, man, this is more than Silent Hill, you know?
Give it time. They're going to make a fucking... And then you'll be upset too. Anyway.
Real quick,
Yes.
Night Trap's coming to Switch.
Oh
Night
my
Trap
God.
is coming to
I
a
forgot all
Nintendo.
about
Completely
that.
forgot that.
Andrew Lincoln back in the early 90s in that court date said
Yeah.
that Nintendo will never
Howard
have a Night
Lincoln.
Trap game. Howard Lincoln?
Yeah.
What is it, Andrew Lincoln?
Yeah.
That's a dude
Walking
from Walking
Dead.
Dead.
Walking
Yeah. So, finally coming to Nintendo console.
Yeah,
There it is.
That's
Boom.
cool.
Never say never.
Never say never.
Fucking dude.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to get it?
I'll get it. Did you see the case for it?
Yeah. It's good. It's a good.
I'll get the same day I get Dark Souls Remastered. How about that?
All right.
That's another game I'll talk about.
Well, yeah. There it is.
Cool.
Anything else we missed?
Don't think so.
Big ones, small ones, and in betweens.
Some as big as your head.
100 people staying over for a sleepover.
100 Belmonts.
Just think about it. Next week's episode, we're going to be even closer to E3.
And closer, all the 100s dropping in from the sky.
I can't.
How many Battle Royale games are going to get announced at this
100.
Remember that game 1 versus 100?
100 Battle Royale games dropping
Yeah.
to
You mean
an
HQ?
arena.
Well, I
remember that.
remember on 360 they were doing that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, HQ Battle Royale 100. Scott Rogowski is dropping to...
It's a lot of regal.
Oh boy, oh boy. The Freecheese.com is the website where we have things like
Battle Royale videos.
1,000 links dropping from.
100 editors drop into the arena.
day this podcast goes up, so does our little peek at a minute. Charming little Zelda-esque puzzle action game played a minute at a time. And then if you come back on Wednesday this week, you get to see the true.
Oh man,
Whew. Oh, we did a thing. Should we say it now? Should we wait till Wednesday?
we didn't even talk about it at all.
I know.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, watch out. 100 John McClane's falling into Nakatomi Plaza because we played the Die Hard trilogy for PlayStation 1.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Matt and Mark got a good taste of my childhood there. Favorite of the three?
None.
Come on. Huh?
It's gotta be the first one.
Yeah, dude, that first one's fucking
I think
dope.
it was just so shocking that what I was getting myself into.
Yeah,
Dude.
The first one's the most notable.
That's a jam. That is a fucking jam.
Oh,
Get the
shit.
hell out of here!
Get the hell
Did you guys
outta
realize Detroit Become Humans coming out next month?
Uh,
I just Googled it.
I forgot about
Release
that.
date. Am I the only one that thought?
I was, but
I'm a
then-
site. I'm a site. Man, fuck up. I'm a site.
Yeah, you should maybe look up what happened to that studio before you throw $60 their way.
Oh, is that the?
That's
Okay,
one of
yeah,
the.
that- All right.
Yeah, but that was just one person, right?
It was two people.
Yeah, but the whole company is more than two people.
Yeah, but they all didn't like it.
Anywho,
You should just go read those articles.
the Die Hard trilogy. That's where it's at.
I played it on PC.
Get the hell out.
Dude. What a game. Anyway, that'll be up Wednesday. Thefreecheese.com, as well as your favorite podcast service. As well as Twitter. The Free Cheese is at Some Free Cheese. Ben is at Sev Benz. Mark is at Og_Mental. Matt is at Matty Ice 131. I am at the Free Cheese. That's it. That's everything. Please don't announce more Castlevania games for phones.
We keep the Battle Royale games coming, you know? That's all we need at the end of the day.
100 Belmonts. 100 Draculas.
100 years.
Yes. What are you guys getting into this week before we say goodbye? Labo? You building more?
Yeah, probably just one.
Mm.
I don't know. We'll see.
God of War? NieR?
Yeah, I got a War Train, yeah.
Nice. Let's see if I can't get through Halo Wars 1 and 2.
Unless I get something special this week. Fingers crossed. I'm like, more reporting on that later.
Is it a new game?
It involves a number that spells out 1080.
All right.
Maybe.
Ah,
Maybe.
1080 snowboarding.
Maybe. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More on that later. Well, yeah, there it is. That was episode 245. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, listener, for listening, and we'll see you next week.